hanging from a thread till you dead, cause your partner put a price on your head, cause your chick was laying up in his bed. She getting details, spitting every word that you said. She working retail, thirsty bitch just trying to get ahead. If history tell us anything, y'all both end up dead. It's just a street tale, a fable, some shit someone said. Sit at the table and hope there's more to offer than bread. Pulled out the cradle, first steps you getting chased by a fed. No head starts, just body parts and lead sparks. Old religion, brand new hate and weak hearts. Oligarchs, krakens, dragons, you see sharks. Imagine you could manage to maneuver the deep parts. You a savage, you can have it, just show all your teeth sharp. If you could grab it, you could stab it, just aim for the bleeding heart. The ones that show compassion, a soldier that seeks art. Does the artist that wage war take over or take part? Taking a knee, thinking no one faithful is me. I'm good people in bad lands, no evil live within me. I mind mine, I'll survive, find this lands for the free. If I'm mistaken, I'm forsaken, no one rescuing me. Residual effects, straight bullets through familiar necks. For any number of infractions that I deem disrespect. Your beliefs, you deserve better, but we both in the shit. You just haven't come to grips with it yet. Fight or flight, and they ain't really nowhere to go. If your back is against the wall and you ain't throwing no blows, you gon' crumble in the rubble, become blood in the snow. If you a victim, they collect them, grab the body and go. Dig them and ditch them, total disregard for the soul. Gas them and lit them, watch the flesh burn in the glow. Where we live and catch a shivering, it's a hell you don't know. Your best hope is that your dying ain't slow, or your dying's a show. Where we at, it's every man for his own. A bloody backdrop, where killers just zone and slice flesh to the bone. Masked and gloved up front of your home. A flash of gun, but the side of your dome. Fresh blood from a stone, dents in your sense. Kick your fucking ball through the fence, dare you to say something. No sense in sitting around in suspense. Find out what's next, open your fucking mouth, disrespect. See the extent of how my life is intense. She beautiful and oppressed in a permanent summer dress. She a servant and still she blessed. Children cradled against her breast, whispering prayers, wishing their souls the best, knowing that they forgotten, not forgetting they're blessed. The bloodiest red lights, just piles of dead life. Something must be broken, the glyphs wasn't read right. You think them Bible papers will shed light? Yeah, right. Burn after reading, tell the preacher I'm leaving.
But I wanted to do hood rat stuff for my friend.
What is poppin', people? Welcome back to Shy Ill Reacts. I am your host, Shy Ill, and we are back in the building. Thank you for joining me on this lovely Friday evening. Hope y'all went and got after that monetary this week.
Million.
Right?
Million.
Wish prosperity in everybody's pockets right now. Salutes. What is popping, y'all? Couple things to talk about tonight. Had to change the plans, but we here. It's Friday night. Let's get it. Hit the like button if you have yet to do so. Let's get this started. What is popping, y'all? Are we gravy? All right. Looks like the night bot works. Loose to y'all. Shout out Shannon. First in the building. Salute Shannon. Zoraida. Appreciate you. Thank you for being here. JP. Appreciate you. Thank you for being here. Eddie Jimenez. Thank you. Nightbot, thank you. Shout out my brother Old Soul. Shout out Ivy on the check-in. Shout out Zaza on the check-in. Eddie Jimenez. Don't forget to make sure to hit the like button on the way in. Yes. I don't know if the Noto went out. It is what it is. We keep it moving. What's popping, y'all? So it looks like the Nightbot is working. I hooked up a bot so that we can put codes in and put some codes in and it'll populate links for us in the chat. Shout out, you gonna do it. You a righteous dude, bro. I respect you. Salutes. Appreciate you. All right, happy Hood Rat Friday.
But I wanted to do hood rat stuff for my friend.
Does anybody follow? Her name is Erica Birdie Martinez. It's a young lady with a family and a husband, and she was poked in the neck some years ago, and she's a quadriplegic now. I've been following her shit. She's funny as hell. I'm gonna put y'all up on some of that if I get a chance tonight. Shorty is making something out of her misfortune. Again, hit the like button if you have yet to do so. But yeah, so the Wrenches got a legend in the chat. A legend being a list of prompts, and if they hear me say something that has something to do with, you know, Cartel Wives book, boom, they can put in a prompt in the chat, and it'll populate the Cartel Wives playlist in the chat. So I think that's dope. We're gonna have some fun with that. YouTube is rolling out some stuff, you know, side-by-side ads where the ad will pop up, but I'll still be on screen, all kind of stuff. I don't know if y'all see ads on live stream. You will be seeing ads on live streams in the future. I can't let that go by the wayside when everybody else is doing that shit, you know? And nobody's tripping about it. What else? What else? I'll say this. The cartel market for, and I'm not going to use this as an edited video, this piece, so I'll use the word. It seems like the cartel media is slipping. Like, I feel like Borderland Beat, they don't even push it up anymore, man. It's like 2 weeks in between shit, you know? I was looking for this Wall Street Journal article on Mental, but I couldn't find the full article. And I'm not gonna subscribe to Wall Street Journal just for that. So when I couldn't get it, I had to change the first segment of the show tonight. We put out a poll this week, right? I was having conversations with my chat GPT, working out strategies. And he told me to consider going 3 days a week, shorter streams. Now, y'all know, sometimes Friday is for sure, but sometimes I'll pop up on a Wednesday, pop up on a Monday, whatever it may be. And I put up the poll, and overwhelmingly, people think we should have shorter streams more times a week. 3 streams between an hour and a half and 2 hours long. And I saw everybody vote like that, and I said, okay, we're going to see. We're going to see. Because when I come next week and I do these 3 streams, a Monday, Wednesday, Friday stream, and they go 2 hours, and somebody's going to be in the chat talking about, man, it's over already? Just like that? We're going to see shit change, right? Just like the wheel. We're going to see it change. But we're going to give it a shot next week. Next week, we're going 3 streams, 1.5 to 2 hours long. I will be getting laser focused on the topics at hand and moving right into them, and then using those as videos for the rest of the week on the channel for the people that do not watch the live stream. All right, shout out Shannon. Borregazo on the check-in, salutes, appreciate you. Shout out Vernon on the check-in, appreciate you. Tone Loke, appreciate you. Thank y'all for coming through. Hit that like button on the way in. So since I had to change it, I figured we'd look into something that I've been wanting to look into for a couple of weeks. The whole Charlie Kirk situation, that took over the media cycle and the Discord and Albert Flores' life. You know what I'm saying? He's moved on to something else. He's in another rabbit hole now, but we're gonna get into that tonight too. But I haven't had the opportunity to speak on that boat that was unceremoniously blown up in the ocean off of, what was it, Venezuela? And I'd like to talk about that. I'd like to get into that story and see what that's about, and maybe put up a poll about that. And then I want to talk about this the story of this artist named David, who recently, a body was found in the trunk of a car that he owned of a young lady that had been missing, I don't know, I believe 7 months, something like that. An underage young lady who, as people continue to pull the thread, it seems was in some sort of relationship with David, and he right now is on tour. I want to get into that story. He's written songs where they say those songs are the epitome of a confession letter. I want to cover that tonight. So those are the things we're going to get into. This is the last long stream until further notice. I don't know how long it's going to be. We're going to hang out. We ain't in a hurry. We're doing hood rat shit.
But I wanted to do hood rat stuff for my friend.
All right, salute to y'all. I appreciate y'all. We'll see, Zoraida. We'll see how you know, after that poll, we'll see how people feel about those streams. All right. There's also, did you guys see the video of the UAP getting smacked with a Hellfire missile and kept it moving? Shout out Old Soul. This whole story is nuts. Yeah. We're going to get it. Flawless Tiger producing the show already. Best pizza near me? That sounds like a doxing ass question. Like, you fishing for information. Smarter than that. There's a lot of good pizza in this city. All right. Boom. Oh, another thing we might talk about is Rajah Jackson, son of Rampage Jackson, has finally been arrested and I believe released on bond for his alleged assault on Psycho Stu. All right. At this point, I'm convinced everything is a cover-up. Everything is to cover up the aliens, and I'm not talking about undocumented humans. All right. Yo, why did Nightbot just delete somebody? Hold on. Stop spamming emo. No. You gotta relax. Oh, so I gotta turn that off. My bad, guy on the couch. Sorry about that. We got a new bot, and that bot seems to be no nonsense with putting people in the fucking bench. He only gave you 15 seconds. Let me see if there's a bunch of things that I have to turn off over here as to not have that happen. Hold
Blacklist word phrases, let me turn that off. Excess caps, let me turn that off. Excess emotes, let me turn that off. Symbols, let me turn that off. This filters you to timeout whitelisted links. All right, cool. I turned it all off. We good. All right, make sure you make your way back. Guy on the couch. Nightbot, you gotta relax. Hit the like button if you have yet to do so, y'all. All right, shout out to Guy on the couch. Dios lo bendiga. Salutes to you. What kind of checks YouTube cut you so far? Nothing even worth talking about, really. Allegedly 20 million. Saw it on social media. I got lost. 20 million what? Shout out Guy on the couch. Got clapped for nothing. All right, got clapped. Minding his business. He came to bless everybody. Got clapped. Nightbot gotta relax. All right. Nightbot not fucking around, boy. Put him in the bathroom. Send him to the upper room. All he did was. Let me see if I can see it now. Nah, I can't even put it on the screen. All he did was put up like a waving emoji, a praying emoji, 2 hands up in the air, a leaf, some fire, smoke emoji. Like, nah, Nightbot ain't going. Shout out JP, salute Shail, my dude, Il Cartel members in chat. Hope you've all had a blessed and grateful Freaky Friday.
But I wanted to do hood rat stuff for my friends.
Like and subscribe to the great quality content. It's free. Don't cost a damn thing. All right. Let's see. Shout out Ivy. Ivy said they're hiding them. They're hiding them aliens. I tell you what. Hellfire missile hit that motherfucker. Boom. Pieces broke off, but the pieces followed the main hub. I don't know if they were pieces of the missile. I don't know if they were pieces of the UFO, but them shits followed that motherfucker. I don't know, man. The guy on the couch got the door slammed on the way in. Yeah, did him dirty. He's back now. He's a good sport. Nightbot was wilding. But it's working. So, to the wrenches, y'all feel free to give it a shot when you feel like it. All right? There he goes. Boom. See, now he's free to put up all the emojis that he wants. There you go. He didn't get clapped. Nightbot's gonna work out though for other things. We're gonna set him up right. Oh, Roger Jackson, 20 million. 20 million what? Nah, his bond was 50,000. He paid 5 stacks and got out. Now the civil lawsuit, yeah, that's probably $20 million lawsuit, but he ain't doing all that shit. Definitely not. But we'll get to it. We'll talk about it. Another alleged strike. Let's go to the first one, man. I don't want to rush this one because they've already blown up another boat. They just blowing up boats and shit. You know what I mean? But 2 weeks ago, here we go. U.S. military bombs rug-carrying boat. Here's another thing. Every time we have like a big event in this country, we'd be like, it's a distraction so the media could concentrate on that. But don't we say they control the media too? Huh? If we control the media, just have them not speak about what, you know. Oh, 20 million people. God damn. That shit was the news that week, man. It was a slow news week that week. Poor Raja was the news. Right? 20 million people saw the ring situation. That's crazy. Glad you're back, Guy on the couch. Salutes. Shout out Flawless Tiger. All right? There's good pizza, though, man. Vito Angelo's, good pizza. There's a lot of good pizza in Chicago. Check out Food with Foxito on Instagram. He just did a pizza run. All right, but shout out Flawless Tiger. All right, let me turn on this recording here. And might freeze up because I'm turning on a double recording. Boom. And boom. Everything froze up, but it should be all right. Ooh. All right, we're back. Drop nothing, a little stutter step. I just, I freak out the system when I hit record. I'm recording. Unfortunately, I got to stop the remix. I'm recording 4 videos at one time. It's a lot, man. All right, let's get it. We're gonna start with this, with these reports from 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. You can't keep up with all the shit that's going on this planet. You can't do it. Let's get it. Vito Angelo's Pizza. Shout out guy on the couch. Fire. That's it. He knows what it is. All right, man. I want to see the news story. I want to know how much they said they found on that boat. Huh? I want to know how much they said they found on this boat. I want the details. News from a week ago. Hit the like button if you have yet to do so. Here we go. This is the one from a week ago. This is the Reuters article. All right, let's get it. U.S. military unalives 11 people in strike on alleged rug boat from Venezuela, Trompito says. Washington, September 2nd. The U.S. military unalived 11 people on Tuesday in a strike on a vessel from Venezuela allegedly carrying illegal narcotics. President Trompito said in his first known operation since his administration's recent deployment of warships to the Southern Caribbean. We just over the last few minutes literally shot a boat. Shot it. Pew pew. Shot the boat. It was huge. Explosion, water, rugs, people, body parts. Literally shot out a boat. A rug carrying boat. Lots of rugs in that boat. So many rugs in that boat. Put them all.
You're stealing, right to jail. You're playing music too loud, right to jail, right away. You're driving too fast, jail. Slow, jail.
I'd put him in jail if I didn't eviscerate and blow the boat up, which is what he did. Right? We just, over the last few minutes, literally shot out a boat. A rug-carrying boat. A lot of rugs in that boat. He's a car salesman. He sells you this shit on a regular basis. And there's more where that came from. We have a lot of rugs pouring into our country. So many rugs. Just pouring into our country like coffee. Coming in for a long time. What do you say? Coming in for a long time. These came out of Venezuela. These were Venezuelan rugs. He later shared a video on his Truth Social platform that appeared to show footage from overhead drones of a speedboat at sea exploding and then on fire. The strike resulted in 11 tourists unalived in action. See that? No. Oh, the strike resulted in 11 terrorists. All of them were terrorists. Unalived in action. No U.S. forces were harmed in the strike. We're good. Trump said. He added that the U.S. I'm doing a horrible Trump, but, I do what I can with what I got to keep this, fun. He added that the U.S. military had identified the crew as members of Venezuelan gang Tren de Aragua, which the U.S. designated a tourist group in February. He repeated allegations that Tren de Aragua is being controlled by Venezuela's president, Nicolas Maduro, accusations that Caracas denies.
Old Soul sent $25 salutes at everyone. Have one of each, cheers. Clinking beer mugs emoji.
I did that shit real quiet, boy. Did it real quiet just to see if anyone was paying attention. Evidently, eagle-eyed Old Soul, you know what I'm saying? Peep that shit. Shout out also for the $25 power chat. Salutes, everyone. Have one of each. Cheers. That's it for the shots. No more shots. I think we're down to our last shot right now. We got mad beers, but we're down to our last shot. All right, so salutes also. I appreciate you. That quiet shit didn't even work for a couple of minutes. Salutes.
Bullshit.
Let's get it. Might as well go to the chat from there. I need a new marker, man. I need a new marker. Let's see. No. This is the first one, Zoraida. Shout out Tere on the check-in. This is the first one, Zoraida. I'm starting all the way from there because we didn't really get a chance to talk about that. And, you know, they already done blown up another one. And all Trompito soldiers are like, you know, convinced. And I'm not. Sorry. He said, got it. All right. By the way, have you seen the new construction on the ballroom? They say they have the greatest rugs ever in the White House. How do you feel about your country burning to the ground? It's tragic. Did you see how we cemented over the rose garden? It was huge, huge roses. Got him out of there. Big concrete slab. Make rugs great again. Concrete all fucked up because his boys did it and shit. Shout out the guy on the couch. Salutes. First one. Yeah, we on the first one. Let's get it. Hit the like button if you have yet to do so. Y'all share, tell a friend to tell a friend. All that good stuff, man. Hit all the buttons, hype up videos, all of that shit. Boom. We are out of beer. See, I got to put a slash through. I mean, we are out of shots. Out of shots. No more shots. I'll see if we have one more. I'll see. But Venezuela's. Shout out Zoraida. She said, I didn't hear it. You weren't meant to hear it. I didn't say nothing. I didn't say shit. I just put the graphic up. I said nothing. Not a thing. All right. That's a little trick. Sniper shit, boy. Oh, so hit him in the head. Headshot. He gone. He gone. Don't go. Don't go. Venezuela's communication minister, Freddy Nanez, suggested in a post on social media that the video shared by Trompito was created with artificial intelligence. Maybe. Ain't nobody claiming those bodies? Reuters conducted initial checks on the video, including a review of its visual elements using a manipulation detection tool, which did not show evidence of manipulation. However, thorough verification is an ongoing process, and Reuters will continue to review the footage, review the second footage too, as more information becomes available. The Pentagon has not released specifics about the attack, including what kind of rugs were on board, the quantity, or how the strike was carried out. See, that's what I came here for, no? I came here for the information. I came here
too much information and shit.
to know how many bricks and how many men. We know there was 11 men on that dinghy. How many bricks did they have on there? All right? But at this point of this article, the Pentagon has not released specifics about the attack, including what kind of rugs were on board, the quantity, or how the strike was carried out. The decision to blow up a suspected rug vessel passing through the Caribbean instead of seizing the vessel and apprehending its crew is highly unusual and evokes memories of the U.S. fight against militant groups like Al-Qaeda, the Al-Qaeders. Right? Being suspected of carrying rugs doesn't carry a death sentence, said Adam Isaacson, Director for Defense Oversight at the Washington office on Latin America, in a post on X. That's crazy, man. Just blow it up, huh? Boom. Fuck it. No worries. Huh? That's it? You see it? You know what they doing? It's a little dinghy. What they got on there? Maybe one hammer? Maybe. Huh? You got all these ships and drones and shit, huh? You couldn't throw a net over them like the old 1960s Batman show and shit? Huh? Just blow the shit up. So now, somebody selling a nickel bag that came from Sinaloa, that's it? Detectives get to smoke them now? The United States has deployed warships in the Southern Caribbean in recent weeks with the aim of following through on a pledge by Trompito to crack down on rug cartels. Tuesday's strike appeared to be the first such... There's gritos going on out there and shit. Tuesday's strike appeared to be the first such military operation in the region to that effect. And since there's been another. Just like when they sent the plane with all the wrong guys, all the wrong bad guys to Seaside. Remember that? Same shit. Let's see what we can get away with, and then we're gonna do that shit again. 7 U.S. warships, along with 1 nuclear-powered fast attack sub, are either in the region or expected to be there soon, carrying more than 4,500 sailors and Marines. While U.S. Coast Guard and Navy ships regularly operate in the Southern Caribbean, the current buildup exceeds the usual deployments in the region. In the naval force are warships, including USS San Antonio, USS Iwo Jima, USS Fort Lauderdale. Some can carry aerial assets like helicopters, while others can also deploy Tomahawk cruise missiles. The U.S. military has also been flying P-8 spy planes in the region to gather intelligence. U.S. officials have said they've been flying over international waters. Speaking to reporters, Secretary of State Marco Rubio said these particular rugs were probably headed to Trinidad or some other country in the Caribbean. Right. Okay. Suffice it to say that the president is going to be on the offense against rug cartels and rug trafficking in the United States. Trompito's singling out of Maduro has raised alarms in Caracas that their government might be the real target. Last month, the United States doubled its reward for information leading to the arrest of Maduro to $50 million, accusing him of links to rug trafficking and criminal groups. Venezuelan officials have reportedly said that Tren de Aragua is no longer active in their country after they dismantled it during a prison raid in 2023. Right? Can't laugh at Trompito no more. No free speech. Not in this country. Shit been gone. All right. So we got that. That's our first article right there. They didn't give us no numbers of rugs, but they showed us that boat. We're going to watch the video. A boat with 11 people. What's up? Nobody's claiming those bodies, though? Where's their kids at? Their family? That the government can say, or the communications director can say, nah, that didn't happen. So also, exactly. Look at you, sneak. Hey, man, I gotta even the playing field, man. It's one of me, a whole bunch of y'all. I gotta even the playing field. I chuckle every time Shai says tourist organization. It's not to be confused with a travel agent. So many people are in my comments about what the hell is a cartel? Sorry, people. Tell El Tubo to stop censoring me, and I'll, use the word you're used to. I noticed he put it up and didn't mention it. Sniper view. So I sent it. I will start reconsidering laughing at names that end with Ito at the end. Man, Trompito, man. Start with Trompito. Can't laugh at that guy. Don't say nothing. Don't do any impressions of him. They'll send a huge bomb. It's huge. So I was trying to be slick. I try every now and then. All right, let's go back to this. Let's go back to this video, so I can go get this beer and this shot. Okay.
Don Giulini Setentini te pone hasta el culini. Un shot. Do a shot.
Do a shot. Let's get this shit out of here. So that was 2 weeks ago. Let me see if there was an update a week in. All right. because then it starts 3 days ago with the new one. I want to concentrate on the old one first. The headlines are funny. Trompito blows up another one. Shout out Big June on the check-in. Salutes, appreciate you, sir. I'm looking to see if they said what was on that boat 1 week ago. This time 7. Okay, hold on. Y'all are wildin'. See if CNN got the numbers 2 weeks ago. 8 days later. All right. I want that one. Reuters. Let's get it. I'm going to put this on the screen. And I'm going to go get my drink real quick. This shot is on its last leg. That's it, man. That's it. Rapid. Wow. So this is September 10th, 8 days later.
But I wanted to do hood rat stuff for my friend.
The like button, y'all. All right, for those that haven't seen the new hype feature, go to the uploaded videos on this channel. Right where the comments should be, right above the like button, or beneath it should be a hype button. Hit the hype button. You get 3 free hypes a week. Use them on me. What are your thoughts about the Ops raids and shooting of one? I want to get into that one specifically. We got into it once, but I want to do a deeper dive on that. As far as Chicago, salutes to Chicagoans for pushing back. I ain't seen them take a criminal yet. Well, anybody other than the crime of existing here. But I ain't seen no criminals get took yet. But I gotta stick to the subject right now, guy. The couch salutes. Right? Yippee-ki-yay.
Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker.
Share to the Snapchat. Salutes. I appreciate you. Please do. Everything y'all can do is appreciated. It helps us move forward. Let's get it. 8 days later, questions linger. Hold on, I need a marker right here.
Now go home and get your fucking shine box.
8 days later, questions linger about Venezuelan boat strike. Well, questions linger for me instantaneously and right away. All right? Washington, September 10th. More than a week after President Trompito announced that the U.S. military had blown up a boat off Venezuela, the operation, which unalived 11 people, largely remains a mystery to many in Washington. Trump's team released a video of the September 2nd strike and said it unalived members of a Venezuelan gang transporting rugs. Officials have not identified who was on board, what illicit rugs were on the boat, or how the attack was carried out. Now, officials don't have to, reveal anything, right? But nobody knows who these guys were, what was happening, Let's see the surveillance, huh? Trompito's team released a video of the September 2nd strike and said it unalived members of Venezuelan gang transporting rugs. Still, officials have not identified who was on board, what illicit rugs were on the boat, or how the attack was carried out. Some experts question whether the decision to summarily unalive people merely on suspicion of smuggling rugs violated international law. Trafficking in an illegal substance is not normally considered a capital offense. Officials have given changing versions of where the boat was going. Shortly after the attack, Secretary of State Marco Rubio told reporters that the boat was probably headed to maybe. I was thinking it could be. Who knows? Huh? Possible, right? Said it was probably headed to the Caribbean nation Trinidad and Tobago. And Trompito said it was headed for the U.S. Man, nobody knows where it's going. Rubio later amended his comment. You gotta go with what Daddy says. And if you go against what Daddy says, you gotta rewind, Rubio pendejo. Come on.
Adiós, pendejo.
Usually, wait, who's this saying this? Oh, okay, let me see. In a break with tradition, Congress was not briefed in the week following the strike. Beyond a legally mandated written notice, this angered Democratic lawmakers and analysts said it was unusual. Forget the debt. They don't care about the Democrats. They don't care about nothing. I'm going to do it. I'm going to make an executive order. And or it's not going to happen. I'm going to say that it did. Whatever works. Y'all hear the neighborhood? The neighborhood jumping right now. But your neighborhood don't sound like that. Hundreds. Why? Why what? I'm lost now. Usually you see much more robust engagement from presidential administration, says Scott Anderson, a fellow in governance studies at the Brookings Institution. A week after, if they still have not given a briefing on what happened and why, that is strange. Critics said the action in international waters was the latest example of Trompito testing the limit of the law as he expands the scope of presidential power. The U.S. Constitution requires that Congress, not the president, must declare war. He don't care. Some say I'm a dictator. I'm not a dictator. I mean, some do. I think they want a dictator, but that's not what I am. Shut the fuck up, man. I'm supposed to be able to say that and not be worried in this country. In the notice to Congress, Trump cited the unalivings of tens of thousands of Americans due to rug trafficking. No, due to rug addiction. Due to rug trafficking, and said the vessel was assessed to be affiliated with a designated tourist organization and to be engaged in illicit rug trafficking activities. He got these words, man. He put these words together in the soup and he feed it to you. Trump has accused Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro of running the Tren de Aragua Ganga, which Washington has designated a terrorist organization. Maduro has denied any connection to the gang, and Caracas says it was rendered inactive 2 years ago. Yeah. Sure. But experts said Trompito's explanation did not address concerns that the strike violated international law. They noted that civilians were unalived, while the Trompito administration provided no evidence of what the vessel was carrying and did not establish that those on board threatened armed attack. Using the words tourists doesn't change the facts, Tess Bridgman, a co-editor-in-chief at Just Security and a senior fellow at New York University Law School, said in a social media post. If this is what it seems, laying the ground for using force in Venezuela or elsewhere without consent, it could end an illegal and unnecessary war of choice, she wrote. No. He. You know how they say you shoot one over the bow? You shoot one over the bow. Usually you do that to see what your enemy want to do, right? He doing it to see what his own country want to do at the same time. Oh, y'all gonna let me do this? Bet. Pew pew. Pow pow boom. Fuck out of here, man. All right. Shout out Roofer on the check-in. The sketchy details about the unaliving of the alleged Cartel members contrasted. And are they a ganga or are they a Cartel, or is it the same thing? Or, you know, what's what? The sketchy details about the unaliving of the alleged Cartel members contrasted with how the Trompito administration has handled other military actions, even since the start of his second term in January. After the June bombing of an Iranian nuclear facilities, the administration held briefings for members of Congress and Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth and the chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff with the press to explain the operation. Experts noted that rug interdictions normally would involve the U.S. Coast Guard disabling a boat, okay, which would then be seized and its crew arrested and tried. Yeah, none of that. Boom!
This is Sparta!
No questions. No questions. We threw Osama bin Laden's body in the ocean. Don't question us. No questions. We found a passport for one of the hijackers at 9/11. Perfectly. There was a Bible that was fused to a piece of steel, but you found a perfectly good passport on the floor. You know, things fly, right? We got to get into Trompito's coloring book. He got a whole coloring book allegedly he wrote to his alleged boyfriend. What's his fucking face? Epstein. Nothing to see here. He blowing up boats, telling you, hey. No, he said, immigration, yeah. Criminals. First viejita he saw selling an elote anywhere. Come here. Put her in a chokehold. White people mad their roofs can't get done. Their business can't operate. Why they ain't going to jail? For hiring undocumented people. Because these are all wars. Blew up a dinghy in the middle of the ocean on some war shit with Venezuela. Say, hey, Democrats, fuck y'all. And then there's people that are like, yeah, he's the man cause of that. Nah, y'all both suckers, both sides. Circle jerk. Circle jerk. I gotta make the logo, man. I gotta update the logo. All of these things, and everybody, don't look here. Nobody look here. Shh. Fuck up. How do you feel about your homie Charlie Kirk being unalive like that? It's horrible. We got a new ballroom going up. Did you see the trucks? We got trucks everywhere. They're huge trucks. And the choices that you guys got as the American people is you get the guy that'll fall asleep during all of this fucking chaos. Doing all his dirty fucking touching. Or you get the other guy that's just gonna blow up a boat, tell you what it was. And then when you follow him, confirmation bias. Of course he did it the right way. He did it his way. America.
This is America. No mommy's weak.
Mama's weak. Am I crazy? This all a joke. It's all a joke. Excuse me. Also said international law means nothing in the times we live in right now. Law. The law only means something if it's meant to oppress somebody that either did wrong or talked too much. if they could fire Jimmy Kimmel or if they could put his show on hold indefinitely, they can't lock him up. And just play with the words and say he was inciting. Shout out Rufus, we live in crazy times. Shout out Rufus. Sorry if you're a roofer and I didn't mean that. I don't know what ethnicity you are, but I didn't mean to single out roofers. Do not speak out against the administration. They will shut you up. We in a country where in the 60s there was a rash of huge assassinations. That was all for people's agendas to go through, to happen. Right wing, left wing are the same bird, and it's a bird with clipped wings. Clipped wings. Are the wings somewhere feeling the pain? The fucking bird is. And guess who's the bird?
This is America.
Huh? The people, the body. But the right wing cut off, left wing cut off, what suffers? The bird. Huh?
I go home and get your fucking shine box.
Yo, Miguel Lopez should go straight to jail, but that is fucking genius. Salutes to all the usual suspects. You motherfucker, I see what you did there. Straight to
You're stealing, right to jail. You're playing music too loud, right to jail, right away. You're driving too fast, jail. Slow, jail.
Oh, shit. That is fucking
But I
funny,
wanted to do
man.
hood rat stuff with my friend.
No, 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 no.
Right? I'm sure even fucking JP could appreciate that one right there. But yeah, man, it's so much. It's so much. It's the illusion of choice, man. Y'all ain't have no choice, man. I saw a dude on the street talking to somebody. And he was like, I blame the people that didn't vote. Listen here, man. Some of us have played this fucking game long enough, man. And feel like we have no representation. None. They say, oh, you be it. No. You guys beat that shit out the world. You did it with Malcolm. You did it with Martin. You did it with Fred Hampton. You did it with a million other ones. And there's still some that are in prisons right now. Without order, ain't no law. None of that. Shout out Young Jizz on the check-in. I appreciate you. Shout out Miguel Lopez. All right. Killed that shit. The reality is that laws were created to keep us common folk in check. Laws are not applied equally to all people. And you can't tell the people in control of the laws or the people whose papi has control of the country, you can't tell them that. Either side. 4 years ago or now. It's a circle jerk. This is America.
This is America.
We don't even know what rugs were on this boat, what evidence there is, said David Smiled, a Venezuelan expert at Tulane University. Expert of what? Smiled or Smilde said the go-fast boats typically used in the rug trade normally would carry far fewer than 11 people, making it possible that at least some of those on board were refugees. Couple fucking fishermen, man, out having a pint on the water. Tensions between Venezuela and the U.S. have escalated in the wake of the Republican president's new approach to what he says is a war on illegal narcotics. Trompito has ordered the deployment of 10 F-35 fighter jets to Puerto Rico to conduct operations against drug cartels and has sent at least 7 warships to the Caribbean carrying More than 4,500 sailors and Marines. Marines and sailors from the 22nd. I think we read this in the other. They've also been carrying out amphibious training and flight operations in southern Puerto Rico because that's what they've always used Puerto Rico for, to pimp Puerto Rico out. It's a military situation for them. They want to drop bombs. They want to Vieques that shit up. You know what I'm saying? They want to Vieques that shit up. Further military action possible. U.S. officials have not ruled out further action. All right, we're going to get to that. It's a word. Let's see. U.S. officials have not ruled out further action. Secretary of Defense Pete Hegseth told the troops on Monday.
Young Gizzle sent $20 on YouTube. CHIL and all the Il Familia have a blessed weekend and be safe.
Shout out Young Jizzle. I appreciate you. Thank you for the $20 super chat. Salutes to you, sir. Hope you're having a good week. Hope you're having a good weekend. All right? Hang out with your boy. Salutes. Appreciate you. Let's see. He told the troops that they were not deployed to the Caribbean for training, but instead sent to the front lines of a critical counter-narcotics mission. Members of Congress who typically would have briefed about a major operation said they had been provided with little or no information. We have not received any sort of detailed explanation from the White House as to who the target was, what the intelligence was behind it, why the strike was taken. Representative Adam Smith of Washington, the top Democrat on the House Armed Service Committee, said on Monday. Smith noted that an administration briefing for Congress on the incident had been scheduled for Friday but was postponed until this week. Republican Senator Rand Paul said it was a worrisome policy to blow up suspected drug dealers without trial. It's just crazy. It's crazy. Here we're just assuming there will not be any problems just by blowing up boats. Does anybody know people's names? Is anybody going to present evidence as to what they're doing? Paul told reporters on Monday. The story has been refiled to correct transposed words in paragraph 1. Salutes. They're wilding. He's wilding. So that's the first boat. Let's look at the video for that bad boy now. They still ain't tell us. A week later, that was 10 days later, they still ain't tell us how much work was on the boat. They ain't say nothing about it. Nothing. Where we at? We 40 minutes in. We 40 minutes in now. But tonight we going how we go. But we're on a time crunch next time. Salutes.
Now go home and get your fucking shine box.
Let's check this video, bro. Why won't they tell us how much was on that boat? I swore I heard a number. Boom, blew that shit up. Shout out Young Jizzle. Salutes. Salutes, my Young Jizzle. May God bless you and your family.
Over the last few minutes, literally shot out a
blessings and joy. Salutes.
A boat, a drug carrying boat, a lot of drugs in that boat.
Lot of drugs.
We just, over the last few minutes, literally shot out a boat, a drug-carrying boat, a lot of drugs in that boat. And you'll be seeing that and you'll be reading about that. It just happened moments ago. And our great general, head of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, who's been so incredible, including what took place in Iran, knocking out potential nuclear power for long time to come. I think within a month they would have had it if we didn't do what we did. But he gave us a little bit of a briefing, and you'll see. And there's more where that came from. We have a lot of drugs pouring into our country, coming in for a long time. And we just, these came out of Venezuela and coming out very heavily from Venezuela. A lot of things are coming out of Venezuela. So we took it out, and you'll get to see that after this meeting is over.
Out, bro.
Do you have any questions, please? Yeah, please.
We took it out.
We talked about the cost savings
Yeah.
associated with this announcement. Can you talk about the strategic benefits by having Space Force Command headquartered in Huntsville?
Well, it just works because we have so much else there. And having a central, you could call it a central command, but it really is a command station. Also, even locationally, where it is, and when you think about flying distances, if you can save a half.
When you think about doing things, and you know how when stuff gets done, you know, when you do them, sometimes doing things, you gotta, you know, go to where the things get done. And if you don't go to where the things get done, then, you know, shit gets crazy. You know what I mean? The fuck is he talking about, man? No mommy's wait.
No mommy's wait.
For an hour, as fast as some of these planes go and things go. And
planes are so fast, they catch a dinghy in the water with 11 guys fishing like that. Huh? I'm going to put a poll. Do this poll quickly. Because we got a second boat to talk about. Was this a drug boat? Yes or no? Right? I'll put the boat on the screen. It's a little boat, man. Look at that guy. Huh? Alright, shout out Ozo for the shot, the final shot. Alright, salutes.
Don Giulini Setentini te pone hasta el culini. Un shot, due shot.
Coño, man. As we approach 11.5K subs, this little half a shot that's left over. Rest in peace, DJ Chucky Chingon. Salute, sir. Well, goddamn. I can't with this administration. I feel like I'm back in 4th grade. Every time they speak, the vocabulary, the choice of words blows my mind. I can't. Sometimes you gotta do things where things get done. Okay? It's just, I don't know what you're talking about. Shout out Zaza. What's this poll looking like? Alright. Recipe Chucky Chingon. Salutes my brother Oso. Shout out Young Jizzle. Shout out to the Nightbot for doing this thing. Anybody want to test out the Nightbot? Test it out with something. I don't know. Do something. Let me see something. One of you wrenches. See, just type in a prompt. See if it do its thing. It already clapped the shit out of the guy on the couch. Quick. Hit the like button if you have yet to do so. All right. Get your votes in on this poll. Get your votes in on this poll. There's way less votes than there are people here. Hit the like button. Was this a rug boat or was it not? Now, Jay Flores sent me a video about this boat. And I said, I don't even believe it was a rug boat. He said, I heard you say that. He said, but with my knowledge, you know, they vet these things and they do all of this reconnaissance and they get all this information. They know. I was like, nah. I do know your experience. Confirmation bias is a thing that exists, right? And if Trompito said it, your expertise is more than likely going to back that up, okay? I'm not buying that shit. Show me. Show me the reconnaissance. Tell me what was on that boat. Show me what was on the boat. Who them guys? What happened here? Chucky Chingon, rest well. Rest in peace, Chucky Chingon. Still hope to hear from his family. Gotta send him another email through the GoFundMe. I don't know what else to do. Maybe I go through the wrestling people. I think I said that before. I think I gotta go through the wrestling people. Kids from his school and shit. The coaches. Fuck it. Let's wait till we get to 100,000 and fucking really do it big for Chucky. But I'm still gonna hit them up anyway. But get your votes in. What's going on here? 22% say yes. 78% so far say no. First thing I thought was, man, you blew up some refugees. You blew up some migrants. But what they need 11 dudes on there for? And yeah, okay, maybe some were refugees and some. You don't just blow up boats, bro. You don't just blow them up. You pull them over. You gonna start blowing up rug dealer whips now and shit? Huh? Now you just blow the car up at the red light? Fuck it. It's crazy. It's crazy. Let's get to the next boat. Because, you know, they always got to double up. There's no way they don't double up. Oh, yeah, we got to go into De La Hoya's reaction to the fight, too. That, I don't agree with him on a lot, but that shit was funny. Shout out Young Jizzo or Chucky Chingon. Rest in peace, man. Let's go to this next boat. Because they still ain't tell us what happened on the first one. Jay's brain has been compromised by the Trompito concept. And here's the thing. He's probably right? He could be right. I just ain't buying it. I ain't buying it. Nah, man. Look at that fucking thing, bro. $11 dudes. What are they? Crouched down on each other and shit? Where's the dope? How much dope? Boom. Just fucking no questions. Shoot first, ask questions last. What are we talking about? But it's all, let me see. Let me see what liberties I could take. Let me see if I can have, the National Guard pull you over at a red light. Because you didn't
we knew exactly.
Because you didn't make a complete stop and shit. You know what I mean? Let's get to the second boat.
Let's turn our attention right now to more top headlines here on Live Now from Fox as we continue to detail the latest on another kinetic strike of a potential.
Words. Kinetic strike. Those are better words than we blew their motherfucking ass up. Send them to the upper room. Better words. Does nobody want to try the bot? Let me see. Boom, anybody want to join our Discord? Here is our Discord link. Doesn't work with caps. And I always type in caps for titles and shit. Let's see if it works. There it is. It worked. Shout out to the Nightbot. If you want to join the Discord, there's the link for the Discord. All right.
suspected narco terrorists there in the Caribbean. I do want to put up just this video, or this post on social media, I should say, from the President of the United States talking about this, saying this morning, on my orders, the U.S. military forces conducted a second kinetic strike against positively identified, extraordinarily violent drug trafficking cartels and narco terrorists in the Southcom area of responsibility. I want to play some of this video out as I read the remainder of the statement here on Live Now from Fox, as he says the strike occurred while these confirmed narco terrorists from Venezuela were in.
Now you could be 11 guys in a dinghy and you're narco terrorists because a motherfucker said so.
International waters, transporting illegal narcotics headed to the U.S. These extremely violent drug
Now they said there was 7 guys on here, no?
Trafficking cartels pose a threat to U.S. national security.
Y'all should have gone for a swim. They blew y'all the fuck up. They dead in the water. They not even moving. At least the other motherfuckers was running. They was like, yee, yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker. Nah, not these dudes. They sitting there like, oh, shit. What?
Transporting illegal narcotics headed to the U.S. These extremely violent drug trafficking cartels pose a threat to U.S. national security, foreign policy, and the vital U.S. interest. The strike resulted in 3 male terrorists killed in action. No U.S. forces were harmed in the strike. Be warned, you are transporting drugs that can kill Americans. We are hunting.
You would think that they're running around with a biological weapon that'll destroy all of Americans. Nah, they running with some dope that y'all been running in this country since forever, since dope existed. Go and protect the poppy field, you lying motherfuckers.
The illicit activities by these cartels.
Oh shit, we've been here an hour and 15 minutes. That means next week, since we're doing shorter streams but more of them, we'd almost be over by now. But right now, I'm just getting started.
Have wrought devastating consequences on American communities for decades, killing millions of American citizens. No longer.
I'm gonna have to put a price on extra hours.
Thank you for your attention to this matter. So, of course, these are some images coming in from rapid response.
Boom! Send them to the upper room.
The upper room.
Lots of Americans do crystal. That's made here. They ain't blowing up fucking trailer parks and shit. Let's blow up a trailer park because somebody in there might be cooking up meth. And they might gonna blow the motherfucker up themselves. Shout out Deb, safe travels. Salutes. Let's check out the poll. We need more votes. More votes in the poll. The poll is anonymous. Ghost Watchers, you can vote in the poll. Nobody's going to see you. Shai will have his timer set next week. I mean, that's what they voted for, right? Huh? Excuse me. That's what they voted for. Me, I be chilling. Next week, timer. Fucking like the egg timer and shit. Going. Alcohol unalives innocence every day. Not me, because I only drink in front of y'all. Salutes.
Months of 47 talking about their 3 male terrorists killed in action. So that the most recent update from the president on social media, and plenty has been made.
But here's the thing. Are you still, look at 3 male, hold on. You're still not saying how much dope you took off the streets by blowing up these motherfucking dinghies. Dinghies, little rescue boats and shit. This morning on my orders, U.S. military forces conducted a second kinetic strike. The words. No mames.
No mames, wait.
Mono con los ojos tapados.
Has anybody fucking seen Rocha? I haven't laid an eye on that motherfucker. Where's Velez at that? Somebody go find fucking Velez. I'm sure he's busy. I'm just fucking around. But where's Rocha? Kinetic strikes, all right? Playing with words against positively, not just identified, positively identified, extraordinarily. Tropito be fucking with them words, boy.
English, motherfucker, do you speak it?
All right? Conducted a second kinetic strike against positively identified, extraordinarily violent drug trafficking cartel narco tourists in the Southcom area of responsibility. The strike occurred while these confirmed narco tourists from Venezuela were in international water. I think if you're in the water in Venezuela, tranquilízate and be careful. Get your ass in the house. Because if you're laying in like a unicorn, a blow up fucking, inner tube, like a floaty, if you're in a unicorn floaty, the Americans might blow you the fuck up and you be in the upper room.
The upper room.
So you gotta relax. Stay out of the water in fucking Venezuela. Where international waters transporting illegal narcotics, a deadly weapon poisoning Americans, in caps, in parentheses, with an exclamation point. Americans. Yeah, man. Listen, I'm one of y'all, but I'm not one of y'all. Y'all are dumb as fuck. Dumb as for just fall for the fucking Kool-Aid, man. Jim Jones. A deadly weapon poisoning Americans headed to the U.S. These extremely violent drug trafficking cartels pose a threat to the U.S. national security, foreign policy, and vital U.S. interests. The strike resulted in 3 male terrorists being unalived in action. No U.S. forces were harmed in the strike. Be warned, if you're transporting rugs, big rugs, that can unalive Americans, we are hunting you. And not with a hunting rifle, with a big, huge missile cannon thing from the Space Force. The illicit activities by these cartels have wrought devastating consequences on American communities for decades, killing unaliving millions of American citizens. No longer. It's not going to be long no more. Thank you for your attention to this matter.
No mommy's wait.
Mono con los ojos tapados.
Get the fuck out of my face. Shit. He sold y'all a fucking bridge in Brooklyn, man. He's blowing up anything in the water. Bugadoosh! You transporting motherfucking lettuce. Bugadoosh! Blowing your shit up, man. Shout out to the timers next week. Timers. Yeah, be safe. Shout out Velez. We pulled them out of fucking the darkness. ¿Qué dice plebada? Ya llegó la bolsita de la alegría. Es viernes y ya se la saben. All right? The bolsita is out, y'all. Velez is in the building. Shout out Flash. I don't see any rugs on the boat. That's crazy. Trompito said it must be true. It gotta be true, dog. It was 11 motherfuckers and 8 million keys of Fetty Wap on that boat.
No.
Shit. Fuck out of here, man. All right. We got 12 votes, and we still 17% say yes, it was a real rug boat. 83% say no. Shy, if I might ask, since I'm confused, are we talking about the second boat or the third? Now. And what I just read, now we're talking about the second boat. Wait. JP, wait.
Mono con los ojos tapados.
Is there a third boat? If you're telling me there's a third boat, ya no jodimos. We're fucked, bro. But no, we're talking about the second boat now. The voting, though, is about the first boat. I'm going to put up another poll as soon as this one's over. Is the second boat bullshit? Second boat might be bullshit. Second boat might be bullshit. I don't know. Second boat might be legit. I don't know. They're little boats, bro. Little dinghies. That's what you're mad at? The fuck are you doing? No, we're going to show this to all our MAGAs, our MAGA caps. We're going to show this to them and show them that we're doing our job. Shut the fuck. Wow, what the fuck you doing? La bolsita de alegría. That shit is crazy to me. Right? Second boat. Is there a third one? I don't think JP's telling us there was a third one, but you know. Let's see what this is talking about.
Being a football player with plaque psoriasis is challenging. The football locker room is always a place where...
Moments ago, President Trump posted on social media that the U.S. military carried out a second strike targeting drug cartels that he says were transporting illegal narcotics to the U.S. The president also posting this video. It follows a similar strike carried out earlier this month.
I see two people on that boat. He said they smoked 3, so maybe 3. I saw another report that said 7. I just pulled up a NY Times link of...
Mono con los ojos tapados.
No.
Shut the fuck up. We just said while y'all discussing which vote you're on, they already bombed 5, 6, and 7. Lo cagaron.
Yo vivo tranquila con los pelos en el pecho. Cállate, hijuepuerta.
Hey, Zaza, did you not read the title? We'll salute to you for blindly coming to the live stream. But yes, that's the next subject. You know what I'm saying? Now, if this is next week, we'd have to get that next subject done in the next 20, 30 minutes. You know what I'm saying? But that's what y'all voted for. I know what you want more than you know what you want.
No.
Shout out to the check-in. But yes, Zaza, we're going to talk about that next. We're almost done with this. All he's doing is blowing up every fucking fisherman from here to fucking Chile and shit. Shy, wait, it says 3 unalived in a boat strike? I believe this one was 3. And I only see 2 right here. The other one must be praying. Because, you know, or cutting bait. You know what I mean? Y'all wilding the fuck out.
In the Southern Caribbean, and it comes as the Trump administration looks to ramp up pressure on the Maduro regime in Venezuela. Joining me now is NBC News senior national security correspondent Courtney Cubie, and Monica Alba is back with us. She's still outside the White House. So, Courtney, I'll come to you. What more do we know about this strike?
So far, all we really know is what President Trump posted on Truth Social. He said that this was the second strike, as you mentioned, Jamish. 3 males, he says, who had left Venezuela, who he claims were narco traffickers. He calls them specifically terrorists. He says were killed in action. This is the second.
Bro, you know what this feels like to me? Feels like the video that the government of Sinaloa, that the district attorney of Sinaloa gave us of Militia Quinn being terminated in a gas station, which we heard wasn't true. That's what this feels like. Tell JP check DMs. Will do. No fish, no fish for no one, bro. Everybody hungry right now. Why? The fishermen got blown the fuck up by the United States government, man. Coño, man.
Strike, as you mentioned, in just under a week last Tuesday, the U.S. military taking another strike that killed, in that case, 11 individuals who the U.S. claimed were part of a cartel known as Tren de Aragua.
Okay, so the second one might have been the one that says 7 then, because JP showed me a third one that says 3. Yo, he's wilding, dog. But he's wilding. We'll get to it.
The U.S.
See, how the fuck y'all expect me to do 2-hour streams when this type of shit happens, huh? Oh, man. Listen, the vote in my comments and the vote on the post on my channel and the vote in the Discord for what y'all prefer, 3 days with 2-hour streams or 2 days with 4-hour streams. Just like the American people's vote, you didn't know what you wanted or needed.
No.
Yeah, wow. I need the omega omega-3s, the fatty acids. Yeah. Me too, man. I need some fatty acids, man. I got an avocado. I'm about to rip out that motherfucking cover. This what's gonna happen. See, y'all be pushing the content forward next. No.
East.
We on a timer next week. All right. Does any wrench? I'm gonna ask this one more time. Does any wrench want to try the Nightbot tonight? Give it a shot. Let's see if it works for you.
PDA under a foreign terrorist organization designation earlier this year, but that strike has.
If nobody takes that opportunity, I will designate somebody in the very, very near future, like in 3 minutes.
Has raised a lot of legal questions about the U.S.'s ability, their legal authority to strike at a boat like this. Since then, we have heard from a number of different Trump administration officials about that very issue, defending it. Secretary of Defense.
So as I said, I didn't vote, so I cannot be blamed with the consequences that come. That's it, man. 2 hours with a timer on it. Bing, 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 bing.
Pete Hegseth saying that he has the ultimate authority, complete and total authority, to carry out these sorts of strikes. But that being said, Yamiche, we have gotten very little fidelity or detail about exactly what happened.
Shout out JP. That shit worked, man. That shit worked.
In this strike, including exactly how long the U.S. was watching the individuals in the strike last week, exactly what kind of aircraft carried it out, and even Capitol Hill has not gotten answers to all of their questions, including the legal.
Nobody. Mexico ain't got no answers to their questions either. Excuse me, you want to tell us about Mayo a year ago? No. Shut up. My business. You typed the wrong thing, Shannon. Typed the wrong thing. It didn't go through.
Authority. I suspect that, as you're seeing on the screen here today, right now, this second strike is going to raise similar questions about whether the Trump administration has the ability, as they say, to be striking these boats.
In the words of Beanie Siegel, sharks in the water can't swim in the pool. You get the fuck out of there. If you're in Venezuela and you're in the water, that's like being an American playing with powder in 2025. You a brave, stupid motherfucker, man. Real talk.
Remember, right after the first one last week.
Shout out to the we done put Tere's new tripod to work this week. We done put Velez's new mouse to work. Doing work around this motherfucker, man. We got the Nightbot. JP just put in 4 letters, and boom, some shit popped up. Wow, there's a 5-second cool off between each one. Just so y'all know.
Secretary of State Marco Rubio said that it was probably headed to the Caribbean, maybe headed to the U.S. They've changed that.
Maybe those guys were on a boat just.
But I wanted to do hood rat stuff with my friends.
Doing hood rat stuff with their friends. What the fuck?
That talking point.
Right, and then when y'all done playing, tell me how you feel about that that feature. You like it? Is it yes? Is it no?
As well, now saying more specifically that they believe these drugs are headed to the United States and present a direct threat to America.
Well, they lied to you, Nana, whatever your name is. They lied to you, man. It's just a couple of bundles of some fish, and they just blowing shit up and sending them to the upper room. Nah. Vicente tried the hours. Now, hours come with power chats, all right? I'm going to put a price on the hours. Vicente, do you know what happened? What happened was, see, I'm fucking around over here.
Now go home and get your fucking shine box.
I put up a poll. What do people want more of? 3 lives a week that are 2 hours max? Or 2 lives that are 4 hours? They said 3. Okay. I'm putting out the timer next week. Boom. Everything seems to be popping up. Power chat is the TTS, Shannon. That's the TTS command is the power chat. Boom. JP done drop more link. Nightbot gonna get JP for gonna be like, you spamming, bro. Nah, we turn that shit off.
To the American public.
Well, a lot of questions, especially when you talk about the legal authority here, Monica. What should we make of the president's decision to increasingly go after drug cartels in this specific way?
Yeah, this is something that the president says he's also going to continue to do in this lengthy post. He also says and notes, by the way, that no U.S.
Shannon, you got to put the exclamation point before the words. I mean, the exclamation point.
Forces were harmed in this strike, but he says with a large warning in capital letters, if you are
capital letters, America.
This is America.
Yeah, that's what I need. Rest in peace, DMX. I need the America from Team America. That's what I need.
Transporting drugs that can kill Americans. We are hunting you. That's the language that the president is using, saying that the illicit activities by these cartels have wrought devastating consequences on American communities for decades, killing millions of American citizens. The president writing no longer. And we know, Yamiche, that he is supposed to be having an event coming up where he is signing a proclamation, we believe on a separate topic, not related to this, but as you know so well, he often takes questions in these settings in the Oval Office, and since this is something that has just happened today, it's likely he may want to talk about it more, but I would expect this is something that the White House says they will continue to do if the president authorizes it, because he does want to be sure to, from not just a messaging standpoint, send a very direct, clear message to the Maduro.
There it is, Shannon. It worked for you. Looks like it's working. Shout out to Keno on the check-in. It's working.
Regime and to anyone else, he says, that will be bringing illegal drugs to the U.S.
And Monica, as you say that he wants to send this message to the Maduro regime, is this really all about really forcing a regime change? Does the White House believe that these kinds of strikes could lead to Maduro's ouster?
Velez,
I think it's part of
behind us. You behind us, Velez. You ain't been looking around, Velez. There's a new toy for the wrenches. Instead of going into the links for lives anymore, all you have to do, just the wrenches, is I put it in the links for lives. I put a whole list. All you have to do is put exclamation point, and let's just say we're putting the TTS. Boom, right there, Velez, like that. And that shit will pop up. So we don't even, once you're used to that, we don't even need the links for lives no more, but it is working. But this is maybe easier. We'll see. So boom. Shannon, put Velez up on game.
No.
Of the pressure, certainly, that the White House is applying, but diplomatically, they are saying that
Vicente, that's not a fucking, Vicente got the wrong. And you got a wrench, so you got to take your ass to the Discord with all that bullshit. So you can see the legend. You can see what the words mean. Oh, that's what I meant. Oh, the prompts are there, though. Okay, then I take it all back. I stand corrected by Velez. All right, salutes. And I'll shut the fuck up now. Keep this shit moving.
first they want to continue these conversations, but that the president has always said that when he chooses to and wants to act, he will.
We thank you for watching, and remember, stay updated on...
No, mommy's wait.
Let's check out the poll. 71% say it was not a rug bolt. 29% say yes. I'm going to end the poll right there. 17 votes. Let's get it. Hood Rat Friday.
But I wanted to do hood rat stuff for my friend.
I believe he's blowing up whatever the fuck he wants to blow up. Or he ain't blowing up shit. It all looks grainy and nasty anyway. But he's pushing the envelope. See what you're going to allow him to do. And I know what you're going to allow him to do. Everything. All of it. All of it. You'll find a reason to convince yourself it's necessary. Shut up, Vicente. Don't mind me just trying random commands. My bad. Salutes. Whoa, there's the Cartel Wise playlist. Let me click that shit. And there it is. Cartel Wise playlist. I like it. Hit the like button if you have yet to do so, y'all. I don't believe he's blowing up shit about no drugs. Oh, hold on. Let me go to the JPs. Looks like a boat you may use in the 70s or 80s. Which one? The first one, the second one, or this third one we're about to check out? Someone had mentioned that he ain't hitting the boats out in the Pacific. That he ain't? See, this is what's going to happen. Y'all voted for 2-hour streams. Y'all are going to want more. I know it. Or I'm going to have to just leave covering something for another day. See you on the next one. You fucked around and played yourself. I think you played yourself. Been waiting to use that command. So I've been waiting to use that command. Cartel wise. Bow! Right there. 3 letters. Exclamation point, 3 letters. Now everybody else try to do that shit. Shit ain't gonna work. It's for the wrenches. It's for the wrenches. Hold on. We got boat number 3, guys. Jesus fuck. This is crazy. This shit is crazy. Crazy. Let's get it. Trompito announces 3 narco tourists unalived and 3rd U.S. strike on international rug traffickers or fishermen or whatever it is you want to call them. Washington. President Trompito announced Friday that the U.S. military carried out a 3rd strike against alleged rug traffickers affiliated with a terrorist organization, unaliving 3 male barco tourists. On my orders. I give a lot of orders. I like when my orders are next on the order. The Secretary of War ordered a lethal kinetic strike on a vessel affiliated with a designated tourist organization. There's a lot of them. Conducted barco trafficking in the U.S. Southcom area of responsibility. President did not say which terror group was targeted or which nation the vessel originated from. Doesn't matter, man. Doesn't matter. All right? Shit's fishy around here. You got a fishing net, we knock your shit out the sky. Shout out Shannon. I think I was first on that stream polls. Salute. It isn't a war on rugs, it's a war on Venezuela. Bingo. Bango. That's it. That's it. That's the answer. That's the answer. That shit could have been coming from anywhere. It came from Maduro. Intelligence confirmed the vessel was trafficking illicit narcotics and was transiting along a known barco trafficking passage en route to poison Americans.
No.
Stop. Hold on, JP. Did you just cop to using... I couldn't see who voted for what. Could I see who voted for what on the Discord poll? Or did you use your wrench powers to see who voted on the poll? You might end up in a fucking... Put him in a fucking bench. Depending how you answer that question, it ain't my fault you did that drill rap shit and just told on yourself, man. You know what I mean? Just tell me. They're gonna poison Americans, y'all. Poison. 3 men aboard the boat were unalive and no U.S. forces were harmed in the attack, according to Trompito, who said the vessel was traveling in international waters. Stay out the water. Sharks in the water can't swim in the pool. Footage of the airstrike included Trompito's post shows a small boat racing across the ocean before a massive explosion leaves it engulfed in flames. Stop selling Fetty Wap, narcotics, and illegal rugs in America, and committing violence and tourism against America. Now, what happens when they decide that, man, we can't do nothing with these rug addicts. There's too many of them. Bam! And they start smoking them. Huh? Family members that people couldn't get straight. You know what his followers are going to say? Some are going to try to make reasons for it, and the other ones are going to be like, yeah, America.
This is America.
That's what the fuck is going on. Trumpito ordered the first military strike targeting alleged rug smuggler tourists on September 2nd. The blast unalived 11 suspected members. 11 guys on a boat with a bunch of work, okay? Suspected members of a boat. Not a big semi, not a ship. A dinghy with a motor on it. A Venezuelan ganga, the Trumpito administration has designated a foreign tourist organization operating. And people be in the comments, you're so stupid, it's terrorists. I know. I'm censored. Shut your face. Foreign tourist organization operating under the control of Venezuelan dictator Nicolas Maduro's regime as their boat traveled in open waters. The second U.S. strike against Venezuela-based rug traffickers took place on September 15, unaliving 3 male tourists who were once again using a boat to smuggle narcotics, according to Trumpito. It's all boats. Boats are the enemy now. They're hiding behind boats. JP's probably typing up his defense right now. I'm just saying, I ain't do it. So many boats. Boats are the targets. We gotta target all the boats. Smash them. He's just playing with his toys. That's it. The president posted videos of both airstrikes on Truth Social. The U.S. Navy has deployed at least 8 warships to the Caribbean Sea as part of Trump's effort to crack down on rug trafficking conducted by Maduro-linked barco tourist groups. Highly advanced F-35 fighter jets have been deployed to the region, with at least 5 of the stealth aircraft spotted landing in Puerto Rico in recent days. The Trump administration has also placed a $50 million bounty on Maduro's head. Then Maduro said, come get me. You know where I'm at, motherfucker. I'll be right here. And then he was like, I was only kidding. It's just jokes. Let's see. 3 boats, man. JP confirmed it. 3 motherfucking boats. Get out the water. All right? Enough is enough. Cool. Be careful what you ask for. Man. Sucks in the water, can't swim in the pool. Get your ass out the water. 3 boats. Blown to shit. What is it? 17 men blown to shit. No answers. Where's their family? Their family said he wasn't a rotator. He was. So at the beginning of the disco, before submitting a vote at the bottom, I believe it gave an option to view results. As long as the voting was open, you could change your vote as well. Oh, I didn't know that. Sorry for putting smut on your name. I take it back. I just have to acknowledge these things that you say and what they can implicate first and quickly. Thank you for your answer. I didn't know they doxed everybody that voted on that motherfucker. But yeah. The poll believed the first vote was bullshit by an overwhelming majority, so I think he's just putting on the show, man. This is all marketing to his base. That's all that is. So if y'all ain't got nothing else to say about this, I will end this segment. This segment was an hour and a half by itself. Coup equals regime change operation. Absolutely. A coup d'etat. You hear the neighborhoods jumping, right? Neighborhood jumping. Get clapped. Popping. All right, I'm gonna stop this. Hundreds up in the chat for y'all. I appreciate y'all. I don't even consider what we just did a deep dive. What I wanted to do was a deep dive for this next one. Once more people voted, I couldn't see anyone else who voted, just the amounts of votes per option. In YouTube, I couldn't see nada until I voted. I thought you said you could see the people that voted on Discord, though. It was only like 5 votes on Discord anyway. Salutes. Just clearing that up. I appreciate you. Hundreds up for y'all. Stop this recording. Stop this remux. Alright, we're running on Twitch, Kick, and YouTube. I gave up on TikTok. I use TikTok for shorts and shit because TikTok is too much work. For them to be constantly checking on me to see if I'm still streaming. Like, yeah, I'm still streaming. Shut the fuck up. What are you talking about? Alright, check the things. We're gonna put an APB out on Ron's other alter ego. I ain't seen him nowhere lately. JP, you seen him? Let's get this out of here. He blowing up boats, y'all. Don't go fishing. You might be designated as something you're not. Ron's other alter ego, ROAE. He comes in here every now and then. I know him from Section 8. Shout out Zaya. Zaya's on a... go check out the Daily Struggle channel. The Daily Struggle. Zaya's out there traveling the country right now. Salutes to him. Safe travels. Yeah, he's busy making money and trying not to get clapped on Sandman's channel. Salutes. Hey, that sounds about right. Sounds about Ron. I watched a video earlier that can give us the gist of some of this. Shout out Robert, needs to be careful when he's out on the water. Is it Robert that be out on the water? Robert got a channel now. He asked me for advice. I gotta hit him up. He's wilding the fuck out. Give me a sec so I can find this video. Salute Zaya. I gotta put a prompt in there for his channel. Well, Ricky Bobby been fishing live. So Ricky Bobby get the fuck out the water. You gotta get out the water, son. They're on your ass. Hey, you know how many people on the internet respond? There was a fake AI video of soldiers looking in the camera on some Call of Duty shit, talking about they in Chicago. We're on O Block right now. You know how many people did real reactions to that shit? Like, now the question is, how many of them knew it was fake and still did it? How many of them just did it and didn't know because they're just dumb as fuck? Crazy. Yeah, I believe he's officially in Georgia since he was in Tennessee. Salutes to him. Hopefully he stop and see Tony D. It's Ricky Bobby. He's on the boat. I'm on a boat, bitch. I'm on the motherfucking boat. That's my shit. What is that? T-Pain and Saturday Night Live. Where's this DUBBY that I watched? I watch shit, but I be on the different channels, so sometimes I be fucking up. Let me see something. Maybe I was over here. Yeah, I sure was. Let's check this out.
Now, if you've been on social...
All right, y'all. We're moving on to the next story. We've been here 2 hours, so if this was next week, show's over. So I guess I got to do one subject per show. Let's get it. Somebody could be like, shut the fuck up, shut talk less. Mind your fucking business. Put you in the fucking...
Put him in a fucking bench, Mike.
All right, we good. It's only the first time you try recording that it freezes up. After that, it's good. This story popped up on my radar, and I've wanted to talk about it. Let me change the branding here. Let me change it over here. That shit hooked up. Gravy. Shout out JP. Please like and subscribe to the great quality content. It's free. Appreciate you, sir. Let me lock that down. And go over here. Get this the fuck out of here. And put I gotta find it now. Nope, that ain't it. One second, y'all. Boom, that's what I wanted. Bow, alright. And let me switch it over here. Bow, gotta keep it thorough, y'all. Better for editing. Let's get it. Please like and subscribe to the great quality content. It is free. Don't cost you a damn thing. Maybe I should do the Google AI on this, because I did it earlier. I know there's some stuff that I got sent to me as well on this story, but I want to see somebody who summed it up first. Yeah, let's do this real quick. Let's get it. David's story. David Anthony Burke, known as David, is an American singer-songwriter who gained fame on TikTok by creating his own music for his gaming videos. A timeline of his story includes early life, born in Queens, 2005, moved to Houston. As a child, he was homeschooled and listened to gospel music until his teenage years when he discovered artists like XXX Tentacion and developed an interest in indie music. Gaming on El Tubo, Burke started his career by making YouTube montages of the game Fortnite. To avoid copyright issues with the music he was using, he began creating his own original tracks using a music making app on his phone. TikTok breakthrough. A snippet of his song Romantic Homicide went viral on TikTok, boosting his online presence. After the song was released in July 2022, it became an international hit. The following month, his song Here With Me also found viral success on the platform, eventually charting on the Billboard 100. Record deal and major releases. Following his viral success, Burke signed with Darkroom and Interscope Records in September 2022. He released his debut EP, Petals to Thorns, in May 2023 and followed it with another EP, The Lost Petals, later that year. His debut full-length album, Withered, was released in April 2025. Miss me with this emo shit, man. Motherfuckers is Petals and Withered and all kind of roses. Partnerships. Burke has also been involved in several brand and media partnerships. In March 2024, he joined the gaming and lifestyle organization 100 Thieves as a content creator. He also wrote Locked and Loaded, the official Fortnite 2025 anthem. Recent criminal investigation. In September 2025, a criminal investigation was launched after human remains were found in an abandoned Tesla registered to Burke. On September 8, 2025, police responded to a tow yard in Hollywood, California, after employees reported a foul odor coming from the vehicle. Inside the front trunk, they discovered the severely decomposed body of a teenage girl. The victim was later identified as Celeste Rivas, a 15-year-old girl who had been reported missing from Lake Elsinore, California in April 2024. While police have not named Burke as a suspect or person of interest, his tour dates have been canceled and his planned deluxe album was shelved as the investigation proceeds. His representatives have stated that he is cooperating with authorities. The victim was later identified as Celeste Rivas, a 15-year-old girl. Right? Hundreds up for y'all. I think I gave y'all a little background. We gravy. All right, we're going to get into this story. I said it quietly earlier. The bar is open. The bar is open. I'm going to play dude's video now because you have a look into this. Body was found in a Tesla, abandoned Tesla, that was towed. And it was the body of a 15-year-old girl who had been reported missing in 2024 in April. It's been over a year. Okay? What is it? 15? Yeah, like 17 months. It's crazy. I don't understand how this bozo is still walking around free like nothing. He's on tour. They raided his house today, but we're going to get into all of that. Let's get into it right now. All right. Shout out to Blackie Speaks. I'm going to drop him in the chat. If you like what he does, give him a follow. Let's get it.
Social media the last week, you probably heard about the viral story surrounding popular singer David, spelled D4VD. It started when the body of a Jane Doe was found inside a Tesla registered to him. At first, there was no confirmation that David had any connection to her until now. The David story just got really dark, and in this video, I'm going to break it down all together with you. So drop a like on this video because you're in for one hell of a story. Now, before we get into the latest developments, let's rewind for a second because just a few days ago, this is what we knew. Popular singer David, spelled D4VD, a 20-year-old Houston-raised artist who blew up on TikTok with his song Romantic Homicide, a sleeper hit with over 1.6 billion streams on Spotify, that opened the door for
but disclaimer, there are no shots. No shots available. No shots. Shots are donezo.
him to a major record deal.
Unless I pull out the big boy bottle, and that's different.
Global recognition, tours, and major brand collabs. On the surface, he was just a young star living the dream life. But about a week ago, Los Angeles police made a discovery, one that would soon be connected to David himself. On September 8th, 2025, police in Los Angeles found a decomposed body inside a Tesla, and that Tesla was registered to a David Burke, which turned out to be popular singer David himself. According to reports, workers at an impound lot noticed a foul odor coming from the car. When they opened up the Tesla's trunk, they discovered human remains stuffed inside a bag. The Los Angeles County Medical Examiner described her as a female, about 5'2", weighing just 71 pounds, which equals to 32 kilograms for my international viewers. She had wavy black hair, metal stud earrings, a yellow bracelet, and a tattoo on her right index finger that literally read,
I don't even like how you hold the mic,
like,
you fucking
quiet.
jerk off.
And a tattoo on her right index finger that literally read, shh, like, shh, quiet. At the time,
she has a tattoo on her finger that says, shh.
Viewers, she had wavy black hair, metal stud earrings, a yellow bracelet, and a tattoo on her right index finger that literally read, shh, like, shh, quiet. At the time, her name wasn't released, but those details alone were shocking as they were considering who this car was connected to. The LAPD confirmed the vehicle had been sitting in the yard for days, and they even had to call David himself, who was on tour at the time, to inform him that his car had a body inside of it. And David was cooperating with the police and claimed he had no knowledge of what they found. But while that was happening, the fallout started hitting him hard. Clothing brand Hollister, who had just launched a campaign with David, pulled his images from their website and seemingly ended their relationship with the singer quietly. And at the same time, the internet was asking a lot of questions, right? How did this young popular artist with no history of violence suddenly get tied to something this disturbing?
Shout out Shannon, how did this car get impounded? From my understanding, it was abandoned. So it was just picked up off the street.
For the past week, things have been up in the air with no real answers, but what's come out since then changes everything.
Imagine being able to build an app with your name on it, just by thinking about it. Meet Base 44.
This story is the only reason I've heard about this clown. Yeah, I didn't know who the fuck he was.
A week after the news,
I think somebody told me that they went to the concert because their kid wanted to see him in concert. That's a conversation need to be had. I'm sure that person knows what's going on at this point. We'll see.
They get tied to something this disturbing. For the past week, things have been up in the air with no real answers, but what's come out since then changes everything. A week after the news broke, we finally got confirmation of who that person was. According to NBC News, the victim was identified through forensics as 15-year-old Celeste Rivas. Celeste had been reported missing out of Lake Elsinore back in April of 2024. According to authorities, she left her home around 9 p.m. one evening.
She was 13 years old.
And never came back. Her family put out flyers, posted.
So she was 13 when she went missing?
Her photos and pleaded for anyone with information to come forward so their baby girl could be brought home. At the time of her disappearance, she had last been seen wearing gray pants, a black sweater, and Hello Kitty sandals. So when police connected the remains inside David's Tesla to Celeste through forensic testing, it wasn't just a tragic discovery. It was the end of a year-long search her family had been desperately holding on to hope for. Authorities also said that she had likely been dead inside that Tesla for an extended period of time before the body was discovered. Right now, the exact cause of death has not yet been determined. The LAPD says the coroner has not classified the case as a homicide or released a manner of death, and there are no suspects at this time. As for David himself, real name David Burke, a spokesperson said he was informed of the situation and that he is fully cooperating with authorities. At the time, like we stated, he was of course on tour, but his scheduled show in Seattle was canceled immediately after the news broke. So with Celeste now identified, the tragedy hit even harder. A 15-year-old little girl who had been missing since 2024 was found in the trunk of a car registered to a popular singer in the music industry. Just as the internet was trying to process what happened, police have officially made their next move, and it shows just how serious they're taking this case right here. Within 48 hours of Celeste being officially identified, investigators made their next move. Police executed a search warrant at a Hollywood Hills home where David had been staying. He doesn't own the property, but sources confirmed it was a place he had been living recently. And here's where things get more serious. TMZ reports that the home was actually rented by David's manager, and detectives did not leave empty-handed. LAPD's Robbery Homicide Division walked out with several evidence bags and a computer. Photos and videos posted earlier this year even showed David inside the house, singing with producer Benny Blanco in the kitchen and dancing in the living room. TMZ compared the interiors of that footage to real estate listings, and they matched the property that police searched. Neighbors also recall seeing that same Tesla parked outside the house for days before it was eventually towed, a car with Texas plates and a big dent that stood out on the street. At the time, no one thought much of it, but looking back now, perhaps it was no coincidence. So for now, police haven't classified this as a homicide because the medical examiner still hasn't determined exactly how Celeste died. The Tesla was abandoned and towed on September 6th, and just 2 days later, workers at the impound lot made the grim discovery. Investigators say the case now depends on the coroner's findings. And so far, the process has apparently been very difficult. I'm assuming it's probably because, her body was decomposed, so that would make a lot of sense, right? No arrests have been made so far, but the fact that LAPD homicide detectives are searching homes connected to David shows just how closely they're closing in on his world. And if that wasn't enough, okay, the plot has thickened even more, and we got some new details.
Shut up, let's do one to get caught. Tell me why. So not only is he a killer, he's a chomes. Indeed. Allegedly. Shout out 323G on the check-in. Happy Friday. Salutes.
Details that make the story darker than anyone expected. Here's where things get even darker. According to TMZ, investigators may be looking at a direct connection between David and Celeste herself, and after TMZ got a tip that the victim might be Celeste, they reached out to her mother, and her mother confirmed 2 things. Number 1, first, that Celeste apparently had a boyfriend named David, and number 2, that she had a tattoo on her right index finger that said, "Shh." Now that right...
Who reached out to the mother?
That the victim might have a direct connection with it. Here's where things get even darker. According to TMZ, investigators may be looking at a direct connection between David and Celeste herself, and after TMZ got a tip that the victim might be Celeste,
TMZ spoke to the mother.
They reached out to her mother, and her mother confirmed 2 things. Number 1, first, that Celeste apparently had a boyfriend named David, and number 2, that she had a tattoo on her right index finger that said, "Shh." Now that right there is not new information, right? It lined up exactly with what the initial reports from the coroner were saying. But here's where things get crazy, because David himself has the exact same tattoo inked on his right index finger. And on the screen right now, you'll see a picture of that. So let's just keep this on the screen for a second if you want to check it out, because I don't want you rewinding this and going out of your way to, rewind it. So as you guys can see, here's the picture. Looking, you see it? Great. Let's keep it moving. All right, so this is already a lot. I ain't even gonna lie, this is a lot. Okay, so let's just sit with this for a second. They found a body in a Tesla registered to David. It ends up being 15-year-old Celeste Rivas, who's been missing since April 2024. Ma Dukes, Celeste's mother, said her daughter had a boyfriend named David, and on top of all that, they both got the same tattoo on their finger. And it doesn't stop there, because the plot just keeps on getting thicker. Because TMZ didn't just talk to Celeste's mom, they actually published photos and even a video that appear to show David and Celeste together. On the screen right now, you can see exactly what I'm talking about, and I'll just keep it on the screen for a second or 2 just so you can watch it, so you don't have to rewind. You see it right there? All right. And out of respect for her family, I've blurred her face in any of the visuals in this video, okay? According to TMZ, one of the photos shows them sitting together at a booth at a venue, both of them wearing black. Now, TMZ also pointed out something very interesting, which was David is wearing the same exact shirt in that booth photo as he wore in a picture with singer Billie Eilish back in October 2023, and that photo is right here, okay? Now, this is what TMZ stated, and in no way, shape, or form is this particular connection a sign of anything beyond what they reported. It's just an observation they made to support the photo being authentic, okay? And it wasn't just photos, however, okay? TMZ also posted a live stream from January 2024 showing the two of them on camera together answering questions from fans. In the clip, you can hear what appears to be Celeste telling David to respond to a comment. That's a direct interaction on video, and it's left a lot of people asking questions. And remember, this is a 15-year-old...
what the fuck is a 13-year-old girl doing there with dude on a live stream?
Girl we're talking about. Now, TMZ, who obviously they've been...
He said 15 now. She was 13.
That's a direct interaction on video, and it's left a lot of people asking questions. And remember, this is a 15-year-old girl we're talking about. Now TMZ, who obviously
Didn't they say she went missing when she was 13?
they've been putting in some work on this story, right? They did even more digging. And what they claim is this. They found another photo of David in Lake Elsinore, the same city where Celeste went missing back in April 2024 after leaving her home around 9 p.m. and never coming back. For context, Lake Elsinore is about 70 miles outside of Los Angeles, and it's where Celeste lived with her family. And here's the part that made people react, okay? The photo that TMZ stated that they have was taken just a 6-minute walk from Celeste's family home. Once again, I want to make it clear, this is what TMZ reported. I'm not saying that this, says anything. I'm just reporting what they said, okay? And also, just so we're on the same page here, police have not named a suspect in Celeste's death. But according to TMZ, for detectives to even get that search warrant on the Hollywood Hills home that David lived in but doesn't own, that's what led investigators to seize a computer and multiple evidence bags from the property.
Shout out to the other. Which one is it, 13 or 15? Doesn't really matter, but the poster says she was 13 when she went missing. I think, what, are they taking into account? Are they taking into account her birthday since then, since they haven't set a cause of unaliving? I don't know. That would mean that when that live stream happened, she could have been 13, she could have been 12. Who the fuck was paying attention? And who was in that fucking live chat? Who's a fan of this guy who knows everything about him? And nobody know nothing about her? She out there, she ain't supposed to be where she was at.
Now, since I want to be very mindful of how I cover this particular story, considering how sensitive it is, let me just say it like this, right? There are other photos and videos of Celeste and David floating around social media, but I won't be showing those here. Her family just got the worst possible news of their life, and I want to keep that in mind as I break the story down. So we're sticking strictly to what's been reported publicly by verified outlets. That way we keep it respectful, accurate, and, above all else, responsible, right? Now, this next part is wild as well, because there's this video that surfaced online that TMZ published, which is a video of one of Celeste's alleged former teachers talking about her in class. He pulled out his phone, showed students a photo of himself with Celeste, and said he had taught her years ago. And according to this teacher, Celeste first disappeared after meeting David on social media. He claims this, right? And he even claims that she ran away to Hollywood with him before police eventually tracked her down and returned her to her mother.
That's her in my classroom in front of this poster right here. Okay, hold up. I got another one because I got a picture on TMZ of this other kid exchanging stuff with the rapper who we alleged did this stuff. Hold on a second, because he's also in my classroom.
Wait, how long ago was this?
We all just found out.
I think that's what it is, Shannon. She was 13 when she went missing. Now, this guy's saying he has a picture of Celeste in that room, and he has a picture of this other kid who was in a picture that surfaced of him and David, and they're exchanging something. I don't know what they're exchanging, but it's just a picture like a sneaker meetup kind of looking picture. If it was like a screenshot from one of those type of videos. Just two guys standing in front of each other. And this teacher's got pictures of both of them in that class.
This stuff, hold on a second, because he's also in my classroom.
Wait, how long ago was this?
We all just found out yesterday who it was, but she's been missing since I taught her. So when I taught her, she met this dude on social media. He was a rapper in LA. He came and got her. She ran away from home. She was gone for like a month. The cops found her in Hollywood, brought her back to our school. She came back to our school, kind of told people this story. She disappeared again in May of that year, May of 2024. That's when her friends told me what happened, that it was this rapper. And then I found out yesterday that she's now dead in that rapper's car, cut into pieces. You want to know how they met? I feel like I just said it. Social media.
Albion Online. Listen, man. He's not telling a fucking lie. Shout out Oso. A lot of people failed her. But that's the problem with these kids thinking they know it all. The thinking shit. You gotta fucking figure it out. You gotta hold them there. You can't, you know what I'm saying? Lock the doors. Do something. Because these predators is out here now. This builds up a history. This is a history that they've had. She's already run off with this dude. She's already run off with this dude. And got brought back. And then she disappears. And then he goes on tour. And then she's found. What? Why was he not locked up at that point? Maybe she just registered as a runaway and didn't implicate him and just told her friends, which told the teacher about it. I don't know. He need to be locked up now, though. You know what I mean? That plus social media. Social media is some shit that we didn't have, we had the PL, we had the streets. You had to go to the neighborhood to hang out with them people. You had to go to this neighborhood to hang out with those people. Not no more, man. You get these motherfuckers on the internet, then they feel like they know each other after a little bit of time. Next thing you know, they're up under each other.
In May 2024,
social media.
The teacher says that she went missing again in May 2024, 1 month after she was reported missing in April of 2024, and that was the last he heard of her.
Yeah, I feel like he fucked up the dates there. 100% kids think they know it all. Social media has them thinking they know more than they really do. They think that Google got the answer. Google don't answer for common sense.
So now he told his class he was sharing this as a cautionary tale about the dangers of social media. Again, this is what the teacher is claiming, but as you guys can see, I just played the video, right? The plot definitely keeps getting thicker and thicker and thicker and thicker. And on that note, there's also a bunch of Discord messages floating around the internet right now that people are connecting to this story. Since I personally can't verify if they're accurate or not, I won't be showing them in this video, but what I will say is this: they're out there and they're
shout out to this kid for all his being responsible. It's Cali, though they seem to shit the bed all the time. Cali don't give a shit. I'm telling you, I saw 2 dudes scrapping. Police came and they were like, dude telling them he did this. He's like, man, we weren't here, man. We can't do nothing about it. Shout out to that. We grew up street smart. Facts.
Adding a whole other layer of speculation to this case right here. Now here's another layer people online have been talking about. A leaked song that's been floating around where David allegedly mentions Celeste by name. Supposedly the track is titled Celeste. Now let's be very clear. I have no clue where this comes from. Is it legit? Is it AI?
Yeah, see, then I don't want to hear it either. I fucks with this kid. All right, shout out Blackie Speaks. I don't want to fucking play no AI bullshit that I don't know where it came from.
I can't verify that, and that's exactly why I'm not going to play it here, but it's been circulating, and the fact that people even believe this record exists has added another wild twist to the narrative. And by the way, just to be clear, it's an actual song. Like, it's an existing song, but I just can't verify if it's a real song, if you get what I'm saying. Because sometimes people might make certain things with AI because a story is big. You get what I'm saying? Now, with everything we just laid out, let's talk about the fallout, because things are starting to spiral. Right after Celeste was officially identified, David hit a pause on his world tour. He was actually going to perform in Europe, like places like Copenhagen, Stockholm, I believe London as well, and Poland if I'm not mistaken, but it looks like the tour has been put on hold as of today. On top of the tour getting shut down, a few popular artists in the industry have already started distancing themselves from David. One of those artists is Kali Uchis, a very talented singer who, the last time I checked, she was in a relationship with Don Toliver, and I believe they actually had a baby. She actually teamed up with David earlier this year on a song called Crashin' from his debut album Withered. But after the news broke about Celeste, Kali Uchis publicly responded on Instagram saying that the collab is in the process of being taken down from streaming services. And when people in her comments try to blame her for working with him, she fired back saying that's just internalized misogyny. In other words, women always getting blamed for what men do, which happens. Aside from that, Canadian pop star Tate McRae, one of the biggest names in the mainstream right now, has also decided to unfollow David on social media. And like we already know, Hollister pulled him from their campaign as well. So as you guys could see, the industry is, the industry is reacting to this, okay? So right now, things are very much up in the air. Authorities haven't named a suspect, and they haven't even determined the exact cause of death. But the fact that they searched his home, seized evidence, they left with a computer, all these ties are being cut, it shows just how seriously they're treating this. For David, this isn't just a hit to his career, his entire world is hanging by a thread. You know, it's strange how this thing started with Celeste being found in that Tesla, and now it's turned into one of the most shocking stories the music industry has seen in a long time. This story is going to keep on developing, and eventually we'll get the truth of what happened to 15-year-old Celeste. And I trust that law enforcement will do their due diligence, because at the end of the day, this isn't just a headline right here. It's about a young girl and her family who deserve answers more than anybody. And as for David himself, his connection...
You can't let a 13-year-old run you the fuck over, man. You can't do it. At 13, you might got a shot of holding on. You can't just let a 13-year-old run you down, because they will.
To Celeste is weird, it's strange, and honestly, it's pretty creepy in my opinion, right? I'm not saying that he's guilty. I'm just saying, like, just the fact that he's even connected to this, especially considering her age, I think it's weird, right? There are too many coincidences here for it not to raise eyebrows. But since we don't know what we don't know, it's hard to take a firm stance on what the truth actually is, right? What I do know is that public opinion is forming fast, and that's why people are looking at this situation and saying something doesn't feel right. My number one concern here is that Celeste's family gets justice and that they find out what really happened to her, why it happened, and who was responsible. Because yeah, the internet's locked in since it's tied to a popular singer and this guy's famous and nobody thought that he would ever be connected to something like this. But when you strip all that away, what matters most is the life that was lost. So my condolences go to Celeste's family, and I pray strength and comfort upon them during this time. I'll keep you guys updated as this story unfolds. You already know that I'm going to be behind this microphone breaking it down for you all the way, okay? Every single step of the way, okay, until we get to the truth of what's really going on here. So make sure you stay tapped in, because nobody breaks it down better than Blackie.
Poetic Flacco's version of this, and then I want to see, there's another guy that broke down what was being said on that live stream. She said some shit that sound like what Shannon talking about. Sextortion is another epidemic on social media. Not saying it applies here. Just stupid things social media leads our young people to do. Coño, man. It was safer in the streets. Fuck. Excuse the chair, y'all. That's better. Shout out HG on the check-in. Appreciate you. Thank you for coming through. Let's check out Poetic Flacco's version. We could skip all the shit that we already know. All right, we've been here 2 hours and 24 minutes. Oh, man, we went over the timer, y'all. The fuck?
We may have on our hands right now the greatest murder mystery in black culture history.
But
this
is it a
one of those
mystery
things
though? But is it a mystery though?
Where I've sat with this all day, going through this rabbit hole, not believing what I was seeing, not believing how sick certain people are, and just being befuddled as to how this could happen in front of everybody. How did this take place? If you guys are not aware, I'm talking about the murder mystery surrounding singer/rapper David. His stage name is D4VD, but I think it's pronounced David.
Still waiting to learn more about the victim.
If you ask me, that's down for VD. Sorry. You didn't think out your fucking metaphor, dickhead. Mommy's been there.
No, mommy's wait.
I'm in your bubble. I'm in your bubble. He was down for venereal disease.
Found inside the trunk of a car at a tow yard in Hollywood.
Police say the strong stench triggered the investigation. And now Eyewitness News reporter Sophie Flay is live near the scene where we learned the car is registered to a multi-platinum artist. Sophie.
Yeah, David, Giovanna, that's right. The LAPD tells us they are still in the very early stages of this investigation. But that tow yard, it's behind me here. And we've seen patrol cars coming in and out all day. We spoke to residents in the area who say they are in shock.
Do you know the solar company's dirty little secret? Well, it turns out that if you live in Illinois, they have to.
I've got more questions than I have fear right now.
Decomposing human remains found in a bag inside a Tesla at a Hollywood tow yard. Los Angeles police responding after reports of a foul smell coming from the car. Eyewitness News confirming that vehicle is registered to 20-year-old singer David, whose real name is David Anthony Burke. One of his fans showing up with a sign that reads, "David didn't do it."
It doesn't feel real. I'm kind of in disbelief still.
You like one of them dudes that write to motherfucking serial unalivers in prison and shit, or marry people in prison and shit. You don't know shit about the story. You don't got a fact that is falling in front of your focals, And then you want to sit around and talk about he didn't do it. Fuck do you know? You wanted to be on TV at the expense of looking like a huele bicho and shit.
I don't know if it's a lot. It's just a lot.
Los Angeles police made
a goofball. It's a lot. It's a lot. You mean you ran out of shit to say on camera?
Whose real name is David Anthony Burke. One of his fans showing up with a sign that reads, "David didn't do it."
It doesn't feel real. Like I'm kind of in disbelief still. Like I don't know if it's a lot.
Shut the fuck up, man. It's a lot. It's a lot. Shout out Zoraida. People make fun of me because I still check my 18-year-old cell. I don't care. You living under my roof, I'm still paying your bills. I still call the shots, which includes access to the phone. Coño, man. It's rough.
It's just a lot.
Los Angeles police made the gruesome discovery Monday, but says the impounded car had been parked at the tow yard for 2 days after it was abandoned on a street in the neighborhood. Police saying the victim found inside the front trunk had been dead for some time.
But the first thing that goes through my head is that I'm going to be watching the series on Netflix in like a year. Like, this is a big deal.
He was on tour when the body was discovered in the back of his Tesla at the impound. And naturally, people gave him the benefit of the doubt. They say, I mean, he's on tour. Possibly his Tesla was stolen and somebody did something nefarious with the vehicle once they stole it. Even the police and TMZ was giving him the benefit of the doubt. As you see here, nobody was really suspecting or accusing him of doing anything nefarious. Like, the official theories being thrown around was maybe he gave his car to somebody, or maybe it was possibly stolen.
Situation?
With David?
Yeah.
Yeah, he didn't do it.
He's not a murderer?
No.
Thank God, bro, because I was still going to listen to his music.
Bruh, like, how do you say such stupid things with such confidence? How the fuck do you know? How does these two dorks in this room know what dude did or didn't do? Y'all are the kind of assholes that vouch for everybody and vouch for anybody. You know what it makes you look like? Somebody that nobody should vouch for. You know what I mean? What the fuck do these guys know about what he did or didn't do? It's crazy to me. The confidence in which he says
I was just
or maybe it was possibly stolen.
Situation?
With David?
Yeah.
Yeah, he didn't do it.
He's not a murderer?
No.
Thank God, bro, because I was still going to listen to his music. I was just worried that I'd be an asshole if I did.
No, listen, he didn't do it. He literally performed the next day. If he was a suspect, the police would have been after him.
Oh, shut up. See, miss me with that shit. If they would have snatched him, there would have been blood in the streets. I've heard it all before. If this, if that. Y'all don't know how the shit works. Neither do we. You know what I'm saying? Neither do I. But to have such confidence and be like, nah, he's innocent. He's straight. He's on tour. What?
He's not a suspect.
He's not just escaping the police clutches?
No. And I'm going to perform. We're going to perform on the 20th. Me and David.
That's
in the ween.
That's where the confirmation bias comes from. Right? We got a show. In his reality, this can't be real. He got a show to do. Nah, she's real. She's very, very real.
And I'm going to perform. We're going to perform on the 20th. Me and David.
In the ween.
Let me do it. I'll make it. So.
Period.
Do you think David did it?
Do I think he's a murderer?
Think about, a lot of us have had 15-year-olds, 19-year-olds, 20-year-olds. Think about the stupid shit they say. The problem is these guys are rich and get to say it to millions of people. Just stupid shit all day. The fuck you know what he did or didn't do? Because we can't ruin the 20th. Shut up. People, we did that. Yeah, how do they know? They don't fucking know. Assholes for sure. Two assholes. Boy, Velez, you better back up. She would be looking for your phone. There are stupid kids that don't know shit about life, and they're telling all these kids about life. But the motherfuckers don't listen to us. We ain't listen to no motherfucker either. I mean, we listen to some of that shit. At least we could acknowledge now what we didn't listen to, right? I don't think these kids are gonna know what they didn't know.
Yeah.
Can't rule him out.
Can't rule him out. He's not a suspect.
He's not just escaping
Maybe it was possibly stolen.
Situation?
With David?
Yeah.
Yeah, he didn't do it.
He's not a murderer?
No.
Thank God, bro, because I was still going to listen to his music. I was just worried that I'd be an asshole if I did.
No, listen, he didn't do it. He literally performed the next day. If he was a suspect, the police would have been after him. He's not a suspect.
He's not just escaping the police clutches?
No. And I'm going to perform. We're going to perform on the 20th. Me and David.
Sus in the ween.
Let me do it. I'll make it. So.
Period.
Do you think David did it?
Do I think he's a murderer?
Yeah.
Can't rule him out.
Can't rule him out?
Can't rule him out.
Damn.
See, after he said what he said with such confidence, now he's questioning what he said. Shoot first, ask questions last. That's what they on with their brain power.
Way, no.
You know what I did think was incredibly soft? I don't know if it's
how
true.
do you steal a Tesla, though?
Huh? Wait, so you think it is him?
No, I don't
how
think
do you
it's
steal
him.
a Tesla?
I don't think it's him because he's been on tour.
No,
but also,
I don't think it's him either.
Yeah, but
I
it
think
doesn't say that she was unalived yesterday, stupid. Are you even thinking? She could have been unalived a year ago. She could have been unalived 6 months ago. He was on tour. Yo, man.
it's like almost obviously not him. But what's weird is that Crocs dropped him.
Yeah, why would they do that?
That's weird.
It's almost obviously not him. See, they can't say maybe it's him, right? Afraid of lawsuits or whatever. Meanwhile, Crocs could get rid of him. Hollister could get rid of him. Everybody get rid of him. Nobody suing them. How you gonna sue them?
Yeah, and Hollister. Like, what? Why would they do that? Guilty till proven innocent? No. Innocent till proven guilty.
Yeah, he think he dropped the bar right there. Yeah.
Was kind of strange because the days following the announcement that a dead body was found in the back of his Tesla at the impound lot, the brands dropped him. Like brands that he was modeling for, like Crocs and Hollister, they dropped him. So whatever information they found doing their own investigation, or maybe they just don't want to be involved with somebody who may or may not be involved in a murder.
And don't get it fucked up. These people do their investigations. Hollywood, TV, these brands, they do their investigation.
Murder investigation. So that was the only thing that he really lost. But for the most part, nobody is really throwing out theories that he did this. Everybody thinks this dude is on a world tour. Somebody stole his Tesla, did something nefarious with it while he was on tour, and that's the end of that. That's until more details began to come out. Once we got fed more information surrounding what's going on with this dead body in the back of this Tesla, once the details got out, once TMZ began doing their investigation, the theory that this Tesla got stolen and this person killed somebody and put the dead body in the back of the vehicle wrapped up, that got thrown out the window. Because the new information we got makes that scenario like empirically impossible. The theory that he didn't know what was going on was out the window once the police identified the body. So the mother of 15-year-old, 5'1", 171-pound Celeste Hernandez, once she heard what the description of the victim was, the mother called into the police station and said, yo, I think that's my daughter. And they was able to positively identify who the victim was. And the victim was identified.
So how many times did that family probably tell authorities that it was David? That's where to look for her.
Celeste Hernandez, once she heard what the description of the victim was, the mother called into the police station and said, yo, I think that's my daughter. And they was able to positively identify who the victim was. And the victim was identified as a 15-year-old named Celeste Rivas Hernandez, who's been missing for a year now. The bad situation got progressively worse once we got more information. The mother apparently told the police that before her daughter went missing, her daughter let her know she had a boyfriend, and her boyfriend's name was David. She never met David, but she remembered her daughter telling her her boyfriend's name was David. To make things worse for David, him and the victim have the same tattoo on their right index finger. It was a tattoo of the word shh. At the beginning of the week, this started as a murder investigation that may have included somebody stealing David's car, doing something nefarious and putting a dead body in his vehicle, to David is being investigated for murdering a 15-year-old that he was dating. If the tattoo or her telling her mother she was dating David wasn't bad enough, people close to Celeste and David began to post pictures, removing any and all doubt that David knew this 15-year-old victim. They posted pictures of them together. This picture you're looking at is of Celeste and David on FaceTime with one of their friends. The friend screenshotted it and reposted it at that particular time. They called the friend at 3:51 a.m. Why was he chilling with a then 13-year-old at 3:51 a.m.? This situation without the murder is already career ending. This situation without the murder is already a situation that's
ending. Fuck out of here.
Serious enough to where I don't ever want to see this man make another song. This man needs to be locked away for life and castrated. This is disgusting, bruh. What would possess you to do this? This was not just a normal groupie or a fan. This was a 13 or 15-year-old fan of his that he began dating and harboring as she ran away. That's what the accusations are.
It is unfortunately, one of my greatest regrets about that time in my life.
Now, before we even get to the possibility of him murdering her, let's get to this relationship, okay, between Celeste and David, because it gets even nastier. The receipts that has surfaced gets even nastier. And, oh, by the way, that entire excuse of maybe somebody stole the vehicle and did something bad, he didn't know the vehicle got stolen, you can throw that out the window, bro. There's a 0% chance that somebody stole David's vehicle and then go looking for the closest person to David to murder. Cut it out, bro. Cut it out. They stole his vehicle, murdered his 15-year-old girlfriend, and put her body inside the back of his vehicle. Cut it out, man. That doesn't make sense whatsoever. Celeste went missing April 5th of 2024. But the friends posted messages of them talking to Celeste April 29th of 2024, where they're expressing like they know she's on the run, but telling her.
April 5th?
But the friends posted messages of them talking to Celeste April 29th of 2024.
Don't text me back. He's crying. Do not text me. He bitching about something? Fixed it. I'm staying. Don't text. ¿Qué tal? What you doing? So what the fuck happened? I fixed him. I don't know how we both cried to get. And he changed his mind. I'm happy he did though. So todo va a estar bien. Dyeing my hair again. No clue why the fuck he's crying. I don't see what it says down there.
Where they're expressing like they know she's on the run, but telling her.
No clue though. We were crying. I don't get it. Let me see. This is crazy.
Hey, don't delete this burner Instagram. We still want to be able to reach you.
Yeah, I don't want to see this shit.
It gets disturbing, man. And it really made me throw up. She says, I thought I did. You have, okay, I love talking about her getting in trouble with you. Why do they feel like she's unsafe with you? What went on? Your runaway is apparently David. Why are you with a 15-year-old runaway? Why do the 15-year-old runaway friends keep talking about her getting in trouble with you? Why do they feel like she's unsafe with you? What went on? And most importantly, about a year after these messages are written, she pops up dead in the back of David's vehicle. That's not suspicious to you guys? Like, that's not reasons to pause here and say, this isn't about a stolen vehicle. This isn't about what the other theories are. This is about somebody may have committed cold-blooded murder here. Here's more receipts of him communicating with her when she was 13 years old in 2022 in Discord. Now, and on your left is more screenshots of people who's been on FaceTime with her and David. My thing is, what would this do? What was he doing on FaceTime with these kids, with these children, bro? Like, you don't have any friends your own age that you could FaceTime with? This is weird. This is sickening. He hasn't given any statement yet. Because the only statement he could really give, to be honest, that he really has to give is, yeah, that was my girlfriend. That was somebody who I was exploiting but I didn't kill her, bro. Either way, you're going to jail. You are going to rot in a prison cell, bro. You're going to die in prison, bro. You are going to...
He shouldn't be safe wherever he's at right now. They don't want to know where that girl's daddy was and where that girl's mama was.
Jail for a very long time here, man. TMZ apparently confirmed that this photo shows the singer David near the area where the victim lived before she disappeared. Now, the person who posted this picture alleged...
This is the kid that the teacher said was also in his classroom. So this is her neighborhood.
That David was paying people to keep Celeste's age a secret. Again, this is what TMZ is reporting. Not poetic.
What?
Posted this picture alleged that David was paying people to keep Celeste's age a secret.
Photo shows singer David near the area where the victim lived before she disappeared. The user who posted the picture alleges that David was paying people to keep Celeste's age a secret.
Again, this is what TMZ is reporting. Not poetic Flacco.
Shout out HG. Wait, don't Tesla cars be recording all the time? I don't know. Do they? They got good video. I know that. They're like them Palantir cameras and shit or whatever the fuck. Discord is the devil. The internet is the devil. The greatest and worst shit ever.
TMZ is reporting this. Here's where things get a whole lot spookier. I'm talking about YNW Melly murder on my mind spooky, like when Melly was arrested for murdering his two best friends, and then the song surfaced of Murder on My Mind where...
Man, I hate that. I like the melody of that song.
He's rapping about murdering his best friend, but he wrote the song like years before the murder. We got something similar here, okay? So Celeste, her birthday is September 7th. We know this from the missing person poster. Her birthday is September 7th. David released a song on September 7th titled Romantic Homicide, where he raps about murdering his love interest. The song has about 178 million views, so it's a pretty popular song. Now, the lyrics from this song actually says, "In the back of my mind, I killed you, and I didn't even regret it. I can't believe I said it, but it's true." In the era where lyrics is being used in court, sir, you are cooked. You are...
Motherfucker think he found a girl that nobody cared about enough, and he had enough money to finally live out his Dexter fantasy?
Cooked. Now, you want to know where this gets a little bit more eerie? A little bit more kind of crazy and sociopathic? It appears she may have been killed on her birthday. She may have been killed on September 7th.
Why Flacco could say whatever he want? He don't got to use code words and shit.
Body was actually located in the impound in the back of the Tesla on September 9th. What we do know, right, is it was parked outside for 2 days before they brought it in.
So here's the thing. Did he smoke her right before? How long? We ain't got no word of that. How long has she been there? How long has she been gone? Did he do it right before he left on tour? How did that happen?
To the impound on the 9th. The stench was just too crazy. They had to check. If the car was parked outside for 2 days prior, that means that he parked the car there on September 7th. And the car was there for 2 days before they brought it to the impound lot. That could possibly mean he could have murdered this person on September 7th because...
But I feel like he also could have done it on August 31st.
Like, I would assume they were already dead when the car got parked. So they could potentially have been killed on the 7th, on the birthday, which would have been foreshadowing in that song. Now, this is spooky. This is insane. I don't know what to make of this. What I do know is something does not add up here.
Yeah, I agree, Velez. I wonder how long I've been decomposing for if it was as bad as they say. It's Cali. Heat.
At all. At all. But y'all let me know what y'all think. All right? Do y'all believe he's involved? Do y'all believe he did this? Now, he's staying quiet. He's lowering up. He's not responding back or saying nothing to nobody. I reached out. Everybody reached out. He's not speaking. Now, he canceled the tour dates. Now, he went on a world tour, all right, afterwards. Now, I'll be real. He should have started that world tour in North Korea or Russia somewhere, man, where there's no extradition. You should have stayed there, homie, because right now, the police ain't allowing you to leave the country, bro. If they got to lock you up on a complaint and they have a certain time frame to create this indictment, they're going to do so before they allow you to leave the country. Let me know in the comment section, what do you guys think, man? Do y'all believe he's involved? And if you're still watching, click on this video here somewhere on my screen, here, or here on my screen.
There's one more video about this I want to check out before we get out of here. This other guy brought up some interesting points that I want to look into that nobody else mentioned in these videos.
Universal Technical Institute's diesel program provides hands-on training needed to service heavy-duty engines that power the world. In just a year, you can learn to diagnose, maintain, and repair diesel engines.
Investigators are collecting evidence.
I don't know how or what plays factors into decomposition of a body, but why the fuck would you leave the body in your car in the street you live in? Shit, I didn't even think about that or hear that if it was the street he lived on, if the car was, he said the car was stolen. Was it stolen and then parked on his block? I don't know, bro. It just all sounds stupid. And it sounds like this dude lived out his fantasy on that little girl. Why? Because she was out there. She was able to get away. She was, she was able to go away with him. It sounds like he pulled off his fantasy, allegedly. He shouldn't feel safe nowhere. Either way, you already popped. We already got you on camera 3 o'clock in the morning with this kid. We already got that. Let's get it.
From David's home as social media detectives uncover more proof that David has a sick obsession with Celeste that ultimately resulted in her death. So let's get into it. David is done for. This is helicopter footage of unmarked vehicles.
I think people were making that excuse for him. I don't know if he made that excuse that someone stole the car. I don't know. Let's see what this guy says.
Filled with investigators swarming his home and raiding it for evidence that he's the one who unalived Celeste and dismembered her body and left it in a Tesla. I wish the investigators would speed this up and arrest him. They're waiting for an autopsy of Celeste's body because she's so decomposed it's difficult to tell how she died.
That sounds like she been there a long time. Longer than, I don't know how it works either, but
but they need to figure out how she died before they pursue homicide. I just posted a deep dive into David's case, and after uncovering even more evidence, I'm fully convinced that he's responsible. If you haven't seen my first video, definitely go and check that out. But David is a singer, a popular singer, who's been on tour and is currently under investigation. There's a lot of evidence linking him to this girl, Celeste, who's unfortunately the victim who's found in that Tesla. Remember the Tesla that was abandoned in the hills and found its way to an impound lot? It was registered to David, it's from Texas, and it was never reported stolen, which I find interesting because if somebody stole my Tesla, I would report it stolen, but he did not want it found. Remember, Celeste went
Vicente, say more. The crazy thing is that there's two Celeste and they both look the same. Stop it. Is that for real? So why is nobody talking about it yet, or I'm not there yet? I'm probably not there yet.
Missing in April 2024, and her mother said that she went off with her boyfriend named David. Celeste's mother has no reason to lie. Here's video footage of Celeste backstage with David back in June 2024. Said that she went off with her boyfriend named David. Celeste's mother has no.
I thought that's where they found the car. I might be wrong. Was the car reported stolen? Don't Teslas have GPS and all that? I don't know. I don't know who made the stolen excuse. I know the car was towed. They said it was abandoned. I guess it was in a bad spot. I don't know. He unalive one Celeste and the other one's still alive, I believe. What?
Reason to lie, did not want it found. Remember, Celeste went missing in April 2024, and her mother said that she went off with her boyfriend named David. Celeste's mother has no reason to lie. Here's video footage of Celeste backstage with David back in June 2024. So this would have been a couple months after she went missing. And of course, we have that video footage of Celeste with David wearing the same sweatshirt that she's wearing in the photo that is featured in her missing persons report. Now, I didn't realize how popular David is, and unfortunately, his music is becoming even more popular because people are learning who he is, they're streaming him, so he's actually climbing the charts, but he's supposed to be on tour right now. It's the Withered tour, and even looking at this poster, it seems pretty morbid. It kind of looks like he's in a field with these roses. It's like a gloomy setting, and he just started to kick off his tour in August. One of the disgusting features at his shows is that he's kind of like having a funeral at the beginning of the show. They have a casket and everything, and it seems like he's kind of making a mockery of what Celeste has gone through. Like, seriously, explain to me, why do we need a full casket here? And oh my gosh, they even have the vehicle to unload it. It just seems like he's doing this in like a sacrificial way at his shows, kind of glorifying the fact that he's gotten away with this. He's singing about it, he's performing about it, and now he's bringing in a casket to just make a joke of her. It's disgusting. One person shared on Reddit that David even made
Hit the like button if you have yet to do so, yo.
Custom bloody shirts asking his fans to wear this at his tour. Now, I don't know if this is some like PTSD from what he had done to her. Why would he want everyone to be dressed like this? Like, the blood splatter really scares me, especially when you think about like what Celeste could have gone through. I mean, her body has been decomposing, so it's difficult for them to tell. I don't know how long it could have been. It could have been a couple months, a couple weeks. It could have been since 2024. I mean, there is a really weird video clip of David going viral of him cleaning off some shoes. And just after seeing that blood splatter, I wonder what he was cleaning off of these.
Okay, so I checked out his burner account, and there's this video of him cleaning shoes. And there were like Hello Kitty shoes that he was cleaning also. But he's cleaning these pair of shoes right here. This is Celeste's profile picture on Facebook, and she's wearing the exact same pair of shoes that are in that video.
Now in my deep dive, we did talk about some of his music. He has—
Who the fuck took pictures of him cleaning those shoes? Wait, what?
What he was cleaning off of these.
Okay, so I checked out his burner account, and there's this video of him cleaning shoes. And there were like Hello Kitty shoes that he was cleaning also.
Those shoes don't look like they fit him.
But he's cleaning these pair of shoes.
Shout out 509. Appreciate you. Thank you for coming through.
Right here. This is Celeste's profile picture on Facebook, and she's wearing the exact same pair of shoes that are in that video.
Now in my deep dive, we did talk about some of his music. He has one song that's dedicated to Celeste, titled Celeste. We also revealed that he releases music on her birth date every year. Unfortunately, she did not make it to her 15th birthday, which just passed because her body was recovered on September 8th, the day after. Now, David was actually coming out with a new album today. I can't believe he was supposed to release a new album, but the record label is stopping it. This is how you know everything is going down the drain, because now that the record labels are starting to pull him, they must know something that we don't know. I just saw
pictures of both of them. He had pictures of both of them. What we at, 423? He had pictures of both of them, right? I saw pictures of both right here. Okay. This is the deceased, and this is age 23. So he put this up here, but he still acknowledged the girl in this video as Celeste Rivas. I want to know what these papers are. I want to see this paper, this page. Why you only gave me a piece of this shit, goofy? They wildin' outside.
Almost done. Come on, man.
tonight.
What happened here. But now they're finally getting concrete proof enough to go and void a contract with him. Universal Music Group and Sony Music Publishing have pulled promotional activities for
Yeah, nobody talking about Celeste Herrera. The picture's there and nothing. He still acknowledged her in the video as somebody else, as the 15-year-old. There's some next level weirdo mix of emo, horrorcore, mumble rap, all mixed into one big fuckery. Coño man, facts. I agree with that assessment.
Album. Now, I don't know if anyone at Universal or Sony was aware of his relationship with a minor, but he made it really clear through his music and his work. You cannot tell me that that doesn't look like Celeste right here in his music video, and then she disappears like she is dead. Put that on the screen so you guys can see how she just fades away like she never existed. We see her one more time where he gives her a white rose. I don't know what this shirt says. I will sink you. I will sink low. Comment below if you guys know what this shirt says here. Remember how Celeste was stuffed into the front?
I bet he doesn't get charged and walks free for this. This is just one of sick Hollywood ritual. Papa, he go free for this? Oh my goodness. I'm gonna have a problem.
Trunk of a Tesla.
They better have a way better explanation.
Well, in this music video, it looks like he has some people stuffing a body into the trunk and then closing the door. I don't know who this woman is. She doesn't look like Celeste, but maybe he's telling a story here. Really bizarre to think.
This guy's making a lot of fucking connections too, though.
Think that he is showing video footage of people stuffing a person into a trunk, then later his registered vehicle has somebody stuffed in the trunk. His song Romantic Homicide, which is one of his biggest hits, seems like it is a confession that he had killed Celeste. Now, he did an interview with Genius about this song and its lyrics, but none of it really adds up to me. Like, in my mind, why are you chanting over and over again, I killed you?
I didn't kill her physically, but in the back of my mind, she died. And I didn't even cry, not a single tear. I killed you. So it's not like the thought of her is gone by itself was something that she did. It was something that I decided to do. And I killed her in the back of my mind. It was really more of a figurative I killed you, especially in the back of my mind. I try to stress that in the back of my mind. That's why I say it so loud. In the back of my...
Yeah, you stressing it. Like Trompito be stressing huge. Lots of drugs on that boat. Yeah, you stressing it. You pushing it. Amazingly. In the back of my mind. Profound deepness in the back. All the way in the back of my mind.
My mind, you died. In the back of my mind, I killed you. So it's all in the mind.
David's really trying to clarify that it's all in the mind. It's like, well, I mean, yes, sir. I mean, I would hope that you're not admitting to murder, but now seeing all of this evidence, it might seem like you are. Here's another one of his unreleased songs.
Nobody ever caught me, but I've spoken too soon. In the back of a police car, I forgot whatever I knew. I ain't telling nothing. Do the same if they ask you about her.
Now, when Dave
definitely has a type. I bet dude picked out the video model too. It's casting for the video. Yeah, as long as they're underage and all look the same, he's with it. Bitch ass.
I forgot whatever I knew. I ain't telling nothing. Do the same if they ask you about her.
Now, when David performs his songs, he gets emotional. I don't know if it's because of the artistry or because it's kind of like a trigger, a reminder of what he had done in his past.
I love you from the after.
Like, he's only 20 years old. Why is he so deeply emotional?
He's a fucking liar, that's why. Because he's made himself this character. No, it'd be what they experience. Nah, not all of them. No, everybody ain't Jimi Hendrix. What's crazy is that he's been chilling, keeping a low profile. Well, you could call that hiding, you know, from the public eye. He's lost deals. He's canceled tour dates, so something. It's like Bon Jovi have yet to do so, yeah. But they need to go put some bracelets on that motherfucker, man. Let him go cry in the cell and shit, bitching all the time and shit. Fuck out of here. What's wrong with this asshole?
Oh, I just have like, when I see like the killer crying, I have zero remorse. In this next clip, it sounds like he's singing, "I killed her and didn't regret it." That's kind of like where I feel like he lies in all of this. I don't think he seems really regretful. I mean, if he did this, he left her to rot while he goes on this world tour. There's definitely something wrong with him.
Can't believe I said it, but it's true.
Why are his songs like this? All the weird lyrics in his songs and TikTok likes about murdering and dismembering, this guy is a complete psycho. I swear to God, you could see the psychotic energy in his effing eyes. Without a doubt, complete
come on, everything is hindsight 2020, you know what I'm saying? And you can see the evil in somebody's eyes in a picture after the fact every time. What the fuck are you talking about? My mama's way. Fuck out of here.
No, mami.
Mono con los ojos tapados. One person added that if you look at his music videos, most of them have women that look very similar to...
That's a fact. That's something Vicente and Velez pointed out. He gotta type this piece of shit.
Celeste. God, what an effing sad and horrible story for this girl. Can you imagine how her mother feels? She already had to deal with her missing daughter for that time. Now she finds out that her daughter was dismembered and left in a tow truck. I mean, that is heartbreaking. Now, besides the official music videos, there are other clips going viral, like this really concerning one of both Celeste and David on stream.
He trained you.
No, you didn't.
That's controversial.
It's
Now, here's the question, Vicente. Is this Celeste Rivas or is this Celeste Herrera?
On stream.
He trained you.
No, you didn't.
That's controversial.
It's controversial of kids.
So she goes mute here for a second.
Now, 23-year-olds are immature, but I could definitely see a 15-year-old there. And I don't know if y'all heard what she said. She said, R-wording kids is controversial.
He trained you.
No, you didn't.
That's controversial.
It's controversial of kids.
So she goes mute here for a second, but essentially David said, like, this is controversial. And she said, like, controversial, like, R-wording kids. And then she goes mute. And I don't know if she's maybe making a joke about him doing things, like, illegal with her.
Really good.
Okay,
it's been a good one. Bye.
Bye, guys.
Mwah, 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 mwah. Oh my. Delete everything. Delete everything. Everything goes. Everything goes.
That's David at the end telling his moderators to delete everything to make sure there's no trace of this video clip. But we've got it. Now, remember that photo going viral of David paying off some of Celeste's classmates so that they stay quiet about his
You could have misspelled that shit, Vicente Coño, man.
relationship with her? Well, it looks like a teacher from their school is going viral because he's speaking about his connection to
This is the other kid the teacher was talking about.
this student over here and Celeste. And he's kind of warning his students of the dangers of what Celeste's situation is. I mean, meeting someone on social media. And I hope if any of you are young or even if you're not, please be careful when you're talking to people online.
That's her in my classroom in front of this poster right here. Okay, hold up. I got another one because I got a picture on
Shout
TM.
out Shannon. Who is Celeste Herrera? I don't know because I don't have that page he showed. That's why we need to protect our women and children, indeed. Maybe Rivas because they was talking. Oh shit, I wasn't gonna put that up there.
See, this other kid exchanging stuff with the rapper who we alleged did this stuff. Hold on a second, because he's also in my classroom.
Wait, how long ago was this?
We all just found out yesterday who it was, but she's been missing since I taught her. So when I taught her, she met this dude on social media. He was a rapper in LA. He came and got her. She ran away from home. She was gone for like a month. The cops found her in Hollywood, brought her back to our school. She came back to our school, kind of told people this story. She disappeared again in May of that year, May of 2024. That's when her friends told me what happened, that it was this rapper, that they were like blackmailing him, all of this stuff. And then I found out yesterday that she's now dead in that rapper's car, cut into pieces. You want to know how they met? I feel like I just said it. Social media. Let me tell you another story. Another story. Hold on.
So scary to think about and a good story to tell because there are so many people who were kind of involved in this or at least slightly aware. And if there is more communication, more community, maybe they would have been able to try to protect her from him. But David seemed like he was
They needed to protect that child not only from him but from herself.
determined. If it wasn't Celeste, it would have been someone else. Now, I don't know what the police are doing. This kind of pisses me off. They're supposedly following several leads. Like, who are the several leads? I could tell you one right now, and he lives like 5 minutes away from me. Part of me wants to go and drive up to the home.
Dude, go drive up. Shut the fuck up talking about it.
Do some, boots on the ground investigating. So the investigators are following up. I could tell you one right now, and he several leads. Like, who are the several leads? I could tell you one right now, and he lives like 5 minutes away from me. Part of me wants to go and drive up to the home. Do some, boots on the ground investigating. So the investigators are following up on several leads, and I hope that they are asking David about his side. I think that they're trying to kind of wait and figure out what their story is before they confront him. They did remove some evidence, including a computer.
That conversation on that screen is enough. The pictures is enough. It's enough. What you been doing with this 13-year-old girl all this time? And they need to stop that 15-year-old. We don't know how long she been gone. She might have only made it to 14 in life.
From his home, which I'm sure includes information from the Discord days, so hopefully they can just catch him on that. There's no denying that David was probably the last person with Celeste. Since she disappeared, she had been seen with him. Celeste's brother even said that it was true that David was dating Celeste. When she ran away from home, her mother talked about her daughter dating a guy named David and having matching tattoos with him. So I hope the family can get some justice here. It is a disturbing and disgusting situation. A pop singer is now finding himself in the middle of a murder investigation. And I'm not going to stop reporting on this until there's justice for Celeste. So please subscribe to the channel. I will be posting updates, and I'll see you guys in a new one soon. Bye, guys.
Yeah, that guy shouldn't be wherever he's at. He's had the opportunity to smoke a woman in every city he's been in since this has happened. And who knows if she's his only body, allegedly. Who knows? See if there's any news. I was wondering if he was going to show up to today's show. R&B singer cancels the rest of the tour dates. Cancels the rest of the tour dates. Another Garth Brooks. This one seems real, Papas. But yeah, could be that. Allegedly. Allegations. Everybody.
You're stealing, right to jail. You're playing music too loud, right to jail, right away. You're driving too fast, jail. Slow, jail.
But that's the only news. Now let me look up Celeste Herrera. Because who knows what that page was. I see nothing on Celeste Herrera. Nothing attached to him. Only Celeste Rivas. And I hope they're not mistaken too. Fans accuse David of grooming after Celeste Rivas found in Tesla. The internet's, man. Gotta keep these kids off the fucking internet, man. It's the devil, right? The devil. We're gonna keep an eye on this story. And rest in peace, Celeste. Moment of silence for Celeste. How do we do that? Like this. He shouldn't feel safe nowhere. Rest of the dates is canceled. I was wondering because he canceled the 17th. I was waiting to see if he was going to cancel the 19th. We can see the arrest video of Rajah Jackson quickly. Rajah Jackson. Quickly before I get out of here. This is what I typed in Google. David going out with 2 Celestes. So mucho. David going out with... You got a wrench. You could have dropped the link. 2 Celestes. I see nothing. No, I don't see nothing. All right, if y'all ain't got nothing, I'll be back. Call shout out Zoraida. Let me shut down this recording. And I will shut down this one.
Zero helps me take my business anywhere I want.
Let's see how quick these motherfuckers clap. Damn, already. Raja getting arrested. After what? 3 weeks? A month? Fucked up. Time to pay the piper. Why you filming? You should shut up, man. You should shut up. Don't say nothing to nobody. Your father is famous. People are going to film. In this day and age, people that ain't famous getting filmed. Shut your mouth. You've already proved that you're a hothead. Your neighbor, you probably don't like your neighbor. Your neighbor's filming. Shut your face. Why am I filming you? You're my come up with TMZ. That's why I'm filming you. You're my come up with TMZ. And there's one more thing I want to see before we get out of here. Oh shit, the microphone got feedback over there and everything. This shit right here. Neighbor just trying to cash in that video. Facts. I see result for Celeste Herrera, 923,000 subs. Hold on, give me 1 sec.
It's time for the only segment in boxing that gives you the facts and
the Brocane, the alleged Brocane makes this motherfucker funnier, man. Cause he's found his niche with these recaps. This shit be hilarious sometimes. Bien pendejo, but hilarious nonetheless. Let's get it.
It's time for the only segment in boxing that gives you the facts and makes you laugh. It's Clapback Thursdays. God, it makes me horny.
Yeah, baby.
To tell you I told you so. I told you. I predicted the Canelo Crawford fight like a goddamn fortune teller.
You're the Oracle?
Canelo's feet were cemented on the canvas as he was hitting air. What the fuck was that? Props to Crawford.
Thank you.
He came up 3 weight classes.
Yo, his editor, amazing. Good job. Quick work.
And fought a beautiful fight.
Good job.
What a great performance.
Did you get what you was looking for?
Like taking candy from a baby. My candy! He just played with Canelo, made him look silly. And before you start with your shit about Canelo being old, just know that Crawford is older.
I'm too old.
That's not an excuse here. Look, I promoted Canelo.
Yeah, he didn't get beat up by Bivol.
His entire career.
Put some fucking respect on it.
And it was a huge flop.
How do you like them apples?
The only real fighters he's faced were Mayweather, Bivol, and Crawford. And they all toyed with him. Even Mayweather knew Crawford was going to school him.
Thank you.
He put $50,000 on Crawford to win. And as far as the undercard, Jesus Christmas. I feel bad for Turkey, wasting all that money. You have to fire your matchmakers, Turkey.
You're fired.
It was the biggest fight of the decade. And your matchmakers, not you, your matchmakers.
What are those guys?
Put on that undercard? You paid all that money and had the biggest stage in boxing on Netflix, and that is really the best they could do?
Didn't even try.
If I was matchmaking, I would have put Shiraz versus Benavidez as a co-main event, with the winner fighting the winner of Canelo Crawford next.
Thank you.
That's how you promote. That's how you
Crawford already said he didn't want no parts of Benavidez.
matchmake.
You're a goddamn genius.
Now, speaking of poor promotion, Dana White didn't have his best week. His t-shirt shrank smaller every minute, especially when he was questioned about his attempt to amend the Muhammad Ali Act.
Why then do you want to make sweeping changes to the Muhammad Ali Reform Act that is meant to protect fighters to bring about a business model that currently has your company already paid out $375 million in antitrust lawsuits and has 2 potential pending class action lawsuits on the way as well?
Well, this is obviously a long discussion.
Dana, my follow-up is, if TKO can't make those changes to the Ali Act, will you still invest in the sport of boxing? Will you compete in the market?
Listen, if you want to be an asshole, let's do it in private and we can do an interview.
So you're saying this reporter is an asshole because he's asking you a legitimate question?
Fuck that dude.
That's because the Muhammad Ali Act protects fighters, and TKO needs it to change so they can fuck fighters over. Sorry, Uncle Fester. You can't muzzle the boxing media like you do in the UFC.
That's all right.
And after this debacle, he decided to skip the undercard and shows up in the beginning of the main event where he's just watching the UFC on his phone the entire time. I wonder if he regrets
UFC was over by then, bro. Fuck is you talking about?
Abandoning the UFC.
See, now you lying. You just lying now, Oscar.
For a sport that doesn't want him.
Get the fuck out of here.
It's like having a loyal girlfriend and ditching her for a
Probably one of Sopranos, one of the greatest characters in cinema history.
hot one-night stand who ghosts you. You're left with nothing. And you go home with a hairy palm. That's Dana White.
Woman beater.
And to make matters worse, for the entire promotion, you have the ultimate douchebag.
Douchebag of the year.
Richard Schaefer trying to weasel his way back into an industry where he's been canned by everyone, including myself.
You're fired!
Fight Oracle reported that Schaefer's douchebaggery annoyed everyone the entire week as he tried to insert himself everywhere he wasn't wanted and reminded us all that everything this guy touches turns to shit.
He's shit everywhere.
Oh, he failed with me. Anthem Sports, John Jones, Mayweather, and Pro Ballum, which was linked to the mob.
There's no mafia.
The list goes on. And as I always say, when it stinks, it's usually shit. And this guy is the biggest dump on the planet.
Sorry for being such a shit to you all these years.
I never usually talk poorly about any human being, but this guy tried to fuck me over in ways that you couldn't even believe. You couldn't imagine. Oh, the link to the story, to the article, is in my stories, so you can read it for yourself. So remember, kids, you're never a hater if you only speak the facts.
Bro, he's better at YouTubing than he is at fucking promoting fights, man. Give it up for fucking Oscar De La Hoya, man. Alright? Alright, y'all. So I was good with an NFL parlay for this Sunday, homie. Nah, I don't know that sport. I don't know nothing about who's out there, man, or what's happening. 100's up to y'all. I appreciate y'all for hanging out. We run through the chat real quick. This guy's better at YouTubing than he is promoting, man. All right. Shout out to all the my brother Oso for the drinks. Appreciate you, sir. Shout out to Young Jizzle for the super chat. Appreciate you, sir. Salute Shannon, Roofer, Guy on the Couch, Miguel Lopez, my brother Oso, Young Jizzle, Zoraida, Miguel Lopez, JP, I appreciate you, sir. Thank you for coming through. Salutes to the Nightbot. The Nightbot worked. Recipe DJ Chucky Chingong. I appreciate you, sir. Shout out Al the Pal. Salutes. Deb Heiser, I appreciate you. Velez, Flash, Vicente, Zaza. Shout out to the Nightbot. Nightbot, I think JP liked the Nightbot better than he liked the Amari bot for sure. Shout out Shannon. HG was up in here. Salutes HG. Shout out 323G. Big June was up in here. Salutes Big June. Vernon was in here. Salutes Vernon. Take my ass outside and join the party. Whatever you do, don't bet on the Bears. 509 Coño, man. Velez, watch your mouth. JP's in the building. Coca de la Joya. Shout out Shannon. Thanks, Shy, for another great live. I appreciate you. Thank you. Next week, we trimming down. We cutting the fat on the lives, all right? We already an hour and a half over what we will be next week. But we'll have 3 streams. 1 or 2 topics, and we keep it moving. Today we only had 2. All right? Got some editing and some shit to do at home over the weekend, so you'll hear from me next week, barring something crazy happening. All right? I appreciate y'all. Shout out Zoraida on her call. I appreciate you. Salutes to all of y'all. Have a great night. Have a great weekend. If you got the chance to make some more money, get that shit. Shout out JP. Shout out, thank you for another great live. Like and subscribe for another great quality live. Road to 100K, 24-hour live stream, incredible hoax, and more. Shout out Il Cartel members. May God bless you all. Salutes to you, sir. Also said facts. Facts what? What are we talking about? Shout out Shannon. Your dad's paying your legal fees. Share that. Oh, also, the facts to the bear don't. No. JP, get on them. Get on Oso and Velez on that bullshit. Shout out 509. I appreciate you. Again, y'all join the Discord if y'all haven't. Whoever's out there that hasn't, I'll drop the command. Bow. And there it is. I like it. Yeah.
Are y'all ready to party? Let's go. Get your hands up. Get your hands up. Get your hands up. Get your hands up.
That Nightbot is pretty cool. Pretty cool. Little Nightbot. Honey's up in the chat for y'all. Y'all have a great night, man. Rest in peace, Celeste. Shout out to them fishermen on that boat. That Trompito, you know. And I will holla. Peace.
But I wanted to do hood rat stuff with my friend.